doing it because it's going to get done eventually anyhow. So if work ever gets rained out, I'm like, yes, free day off, and I still get to go make my money another day. We're back. Made it back. He starts to come and then he pulls out. How long was my truck race stream? 2 hours and 8 minutes. That's nice and tight. Make sure my shit's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay. I'm always OCD that my audio is gonna fuck up and magically not work. But no, it's working. We're good. Damn. That truck race should have been over in like an hour and 45 minutes, but it took 2 hours. Should have been less than an hour and 45 minutes, actually.
Dude, I read this 3 times and it took me the 3rd time to realize it was about racism.
What?
Because I'm thinking race in my head like a car race. I guess it's because that's not my mentality.
Every race got good ass food.
That's how I think about it. I'm like,
hey, Charlotte Motor Speedway has Dippin' Dots.
And then I'm reading except white people like, what the fuck is that talking about? And then I'm like, oh wait a minute.
Oh, he's talking about like race.
So he's talking about like white people can't cook.
Mute that fucking music. I know I turned the race up really loud. It's just so it'll come through the headset though. Because when you watch my video, you can hear it in the background, so you can know what part of the race I'm at.
I go to dirt tracks every week.
Yeah, oh yeah, this ain't shit to you, me. Because I go to races and concerts, and you go to the race a lot.
My buddy was talking about, well, one of my brother's buddies went with us yesterday, and he was talking about how loud it was.
Yeah.
And I showed him a video of the green flag waving at Charlotte, and I was like, you think this is loud? I was like,
in the next 13 days.
Man, I want to go to the All-Star race at Bristol, but it'd be totally irresponsible if I did. Justin Haley jumped the restart at Talladega. Jeb Burton should have won the race. But that's neither here nor there, Skip. That's neither here nor there, Skip. That's not social distancing.
Hey, Justin Haley, it's Jamie McMurray.
Jamie McMurray. That's what Larry Mack calls him. Jamie McMurray.
Well, first off, congratulations on that win last week. That was really fun to see. And I heard that you're in the same car that A.J. Allmendinger won with at Atlanta. But look, we're at a really tricky track. There's 3 corners here. They're all completely different. Which corner are you most focused on to get your car ready?
I bet it's just turn 2.
Yeah, I think we're most worried about turn 3. You got that one.
Oh, he wants to get the run off of 3. That makes sense, too. Well, way to make me look stupid, Justin Haley. Oh, yeah, Ross Chastain is in this race, too. He was in trucks earlier. He was in this one.
All right, well, thanks for talking with us. Good luck to you, buddy.
Thanks, Jamie.
Everybody has a different philosophy. He says, get me off of turn 3 so I can make that huge...
Mike Snyder starting second. At 21's high enough in owner points to get that kind of draw.
One more time before we go green. Let's go to pit road and hear from Matt Yoakum. Hey, Matt.
Hey, buddy. How are you guys doing up there? When you look at trends in 2020 for Noah Gragson, this team just continues since the restart in this new format, unloading with a lot of speed and in the ballpark. He told me you spent some time last night talking about Jimmy Johnson.
Really about to sit here and watch 3 races in one day. Yeah, I love that car. It's just a shame he's driving it. I'm going to be using that NASCAR Heat 5 a lot when I race the Xfinity Series.
One of the best things we've seen at the track last night. That's not really the best thing, but the craziest thing, Pocono.
He thinks that ends today.
The rich get richer, Matt. He's leading all these laps more than anybody this season. Ran the draw and qualifying. He draws the pole position. What the heck? We're green.
Shit happens. We're going green next. 3 races in one day. I was like, man, do I feel like streaming 3 races? Here I am. No, I said at the start of the year I was going to skip Truck and Xfinity that had Cup guys in them. Well, I stopped that when Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch started running at the same time, and then I realized, I actually like streaming, so I thought I would need a break because that's a lot of talking. I'm sure by the end of today I'll be happy to wait till next Saturday or Friday. God, yeah, Saturdays when everything starts. It's just Indianapolis. Xfinity race on the end. We're finally getting a road course race this year. Finally. Feels like we've been waiting forever. Hate that Tony Stewart's not running it now, but I'm sure he'll do it next year. If we ever get to a point where we can actually let people into the goddamn racetrack. What the fuck?
Okay.
That's hurting my
A
head.
G-nut putter and belly.
That's hurting my head.
Who's at the top of
The McGangbang was trending on Twitter. You know that fucked up sandwich
Yeah.
you can make at McDonald's? The other day, John Cena tweeted a picture of one. He had one. People were like, oh shit, John Cena's got a McGangbang.
John Cena eats McDonald's.
Everybody does, let's be real.
I guess it's true.
It's cheap and easy,
That's a good point.
just like women.
I just thought poor people ate it.
Yeah, I mean, more poor people eat it for supper. We eat it as like a snack. Sorry, I had to yell. He was in the other room. I just realized I was yelling in your ear.
You got a point.
Yeah. I never like, ooh, I want McDonald's for lunch or I want McDonald's for dinner. No, God damn, I'm hungry. I want some fries and a McFlurry. Let's go to McDonald's. Get a snack.
I got McDonald's because it was right there, and I definitely don't want Burger King.
I've got to where I can eat Burger King.
Breakfast.
Not breakfast, though. Fuck
That's what I'm
that.
talking about. I
God.
gotta point that out because lunch is not bad.
I don't like McDonald's breakfast either. I don't like Hardee's, McDonald's.
This is
Bojangles the only way to
The
go.
only thing I ever get if I go to McDonald's for breakfast is something that can't fuck up.
Every now and then we get the hot cakes. They can't fuck that up either.
If you fuck a burrito, all you do is throw it in the microwave. Literally.
Yeah. What about the McOmelets? They don't have those yet, do they? No. He jumped that restart last week. I can't forgive him because it took a win from Jeb Burton.
Pocono, there's 3 different corners, and so that's where you get that road course sense, because all the corners are different on a road course.
Now that we've got rovals and stuff, I think this was the original roval.
I think I agree with that. This was the original Roval.
No.
We'll put that away.
Not
Nobody knows what to think when they come to Pocono.
Don't you besmirch the awesome Roval.
I don't know, but Ross does not need to be listening to Michael Walker. I do know that.
Here's as we see it keys to today's race, Regan.
Well, I think the first thing that these guys are going to have to look out for is finding the groove.
Single-handedly, you're going to save Charlotte Motor Speedway.
They're going to have to figure out where they want to run.
Yeah, and restarts are always big here. We see them fan out down into turn 1. But this is probably the most important track on the circuit for restarts because you can gain or lose more at this track than any other.
Jamie, Justin Allgaier has had some of the worst luck over the past 4 weeks. He's got to get rid of that luck. He turns it around. He's got fast race cars.
Okay, if I pre-order Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, I get a free demo on August 14th, just a few weeks before the game comes out. I was going to pre-order it. I thought, oh, you get a demo? And it was like August 14th. I fuck you. I'll wait. I'll get my demo when it's time. If they let me have that demo now, I'd have gave them the $50 last night.
My goodness, Regan, you should have put the whole field in that.
The dirty dozen.
I'm making my eyes better. I'm going to tell you, you got to trust your crew chief, and it's hard to do as a driver. And if you watch the race yesterday, you know there's a million different strategies that can happen. Sometimes you don't trust him, you don't know what's going on, but most of the time it will play out. So trust your crew chief today.
How hard is it for you to say that? Trust your crew chief.
Well, I don't have to trust him anymore.
Does that mean you two just have to trust me?
I was going to say it's almost worse. We got to trust you now.
Hey, the front row is interesting.
Oh my God, they're going green.
Since we've been doing this random draw.
Oh yeah, there's a race going on. There's actually a couple going on today. Competition cost at lap 10 in a 20-lap stage. This has been your weekly
We
complaint.
have 4 cautions before it.
If a caution comes out at like lap 7 or 8, they'll just call that the caution. I don't.
So
It's Gregson. Fuck Gregson. I want to see that 9 car go upside down on the fence. But if he wins, I won't be too mad because it's a junior motorsports car. Oh, Mike Snyder.
Spin.
We almost had the start of the truck race all over again.
Do it in front of everybody.
Did they all make it through turn one? It looks like they did. Wow. Oh, no, they didn't.
Oh my God.
Brandon Jones.
She did that shit on purpose.
He wants to go home and celebrate. Good God. He just won the truck race an hour ago.
His first career win in Gander Trucks at Pocono.
Well, he won't get his third Xfinity win today. Jesus.
Look at this track has been absolutely
Oh, God, is this a sign of thing? Well, no, the Cup race was here yesterday, so.
This track is absolutely terrible. He didn't just win a race.
The Cup race yesterday was clean, and they all know what they're doing. These guys ain't practiced here or nothing. What happened? Damn, he got run over by Cindric.
It looks like Austin Cindric's behind him, but it's hard to tell.
Cindric, run him over. My pick to win, by the way, Austin Cindric. I don't feel bad because I don't like Brandon Jones.
I take my statement for that.
And you see the car just come right around.
Nah, but good grief.
But I kind of feel like he didn't do
Yeah, you might be
anything.
right. It looks like the 19
Nah.
might have checked up a little bit, so he didn't get into the car on his outside, and the way these bumpers line up.
NASCAR's like, well, great. That kind of hurts our competition caution. We're going to look real stupid throwing a caution here again in about 4 laps.
Did a nice job down the front stretch of getting too wide.
I wonder how many times there's been 2 first lap cautions in the same day.
Here's a great camera angle. Cindric got back in the gas way harder than Brandon Jones did, but Brandon Jones was 3 wide. Yeah, he was 3 wide with Chastain and Hemrick, so.
Austin Cindric right there.
How tough to judge.
Yeah, there's some double duty
When you're
guys there.
Cindric riding behind him. in
Moffitt,
this situation.
Chastain, Jones. Well, Jones is gone now. Lap 1 caution, just like the truck.
Well, we saw that truck race earlier today on FS1.
Oh, boy.
Caution out.
That was a hard hit. That's as hard as you can hit without not being up to speed yet. I was like, did they all make it through turn 1? Then you cut back and you see Brandon Jones going.
You know what really sucked? If he pulled that car into the garage and they told him he failed post-race inspection.
I read just now he passed. I actually read that a minute ago on Twitter. They said they had 1 loose lug nuts. That's
I
fine.
figured they had already knew, but it's still,
Yeah. that would have been awful.
wrecked, man.
Oh, you wrecked. Well, by the way, you just got disqualified,
Yeah,
so
you did keep the race,
Austin Hill
so-
wins. Sorry.
So I wrecked myself for no reason.
Tough break. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I tell y'all, we just
I don't know,
tried.
I've seen Jimmy wreck a lot.
We just tried our first custom setup in NASCAR Heat 4, and I think I'm a fan. It's a damn shame I can't make it myself. I got to look them up online, but damn, my shit at Charlotte, I was like on average about 2/10 faster
Hey,
than I
shout out to
normally
the people
am.
who did make 'em.
Yeah, I wish I knew
Put the time into
their
that.
names. How do you even make the? I'm gonna bring that link up from your message you sent me with all the setups, and I gotta bookmark that shit because I'm gonna start using it. Oh, nice. Copy link. Gotta get
I
it.
can only imagine how much testing goes into that.
That's the thing. First of all, I don't know how to set up a race car anyway, and I don't want to put the time in to like sit there and try this and
Like
try that.
every point percentage
Yeah.
of all those things. Like I'm sure they probably had a bunch of people doing it. So. Might be the game testers too.
I'm
They
sure
might
they would
already-
put info out there. That default setup is just to be easy to drive, not necessarily really fast.
And it is, but slow as hell.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know what you're doing like me.
Come on, motherfucker. I gotta bookmark this. I don't want to lose it. Bookmark. Thank you. NASCAR Heat setup. Very nice. What is this? Oh yeah, I see they've got the chart explaining what all the shit does, like you showed me.
Yeah.
Still couldn't take the time to do this.
That's still too much.
I guess I'm just going to start at Atlanta when I start putting all these in. There's like 3 Atlanta setups. Atlanta, Monster Energy Series. I wonder what the difference is.
Think how fast he's going at Talladega on a setup. He says he gets up to 216.
Jesus, and they're running a line together.
216 miles.
Nice, they got an Xfinity Series Atlanta set up too. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of this.
That's online too.
Oh, wow. If you get in their draft, you'll be going just as fast as them, but good luck pulling out and passing them.
Yeah, he's up front and being pushed. He's 210 in the turn. Riding the yellow line.
So earlier today, life comes at you fast if you're Brandon Jones.
Pocono and Gator trucks, last lap pass. Getting around the two of Sheldon Creed, wins for the first time in his career. Starting in the top 10 in this Xfinity race. So you're thinking, man, he's found his rhythm. He's in a good place. Opening turn, opening lap.
He got Cindric. Ask Kaz Gralla what it's like to get run over by Austin Cindric.
Awesome outside pass in the tunnel turn, and just a few hours later, you have
Look at that 8 car. That's nice.
wrong here. A little bit too aggressive, probably by Austin Cindric.
Junior Motorsports has great paint schemes, except that ugly shit Allgaier's driving today.
Just a little bit loose before Austin does get into him. Maybe had to check up some, but they were 3 wide, and it's so tough to figure out when you're 3 wide coming off that corner.
Adam, you said at the break that safer.
You know, that used to be guardrails down there at Pocono. They only put safer walls in there in like 2013.
You alright, man? Yeah, just for jump. Yeah, big deal. Alright, well, we'll get next week. Yeah, he just hooked you right there. He pull right down and then pull back up.
I'm sure they think Cindric's got one coming. They'd be right. He'd deserve it.
22 side of things of Austin Cindric.
I think 19 got loose, checked out. I couldn't avoid him.
There's always 2 stories, right?
There's actually 3.
It depends on, yeah, the truth also, right? Yeah. It just depends on which end of that you're on.
Is it difficult though? I mean, we heard what Austin said. Mentally, to put that behind you and go on. Can you just dust off and move on and not even worry about that?
He certainly hopes so right now. He's still got a race to go out there and try and win now for his team.
I'm really looking forward to playing this. I love AC/DC.
Part of that's why you justify
And their songs are easy to play.
That kind of self-convinces you a little bit heading into this restart.
Competition caution comes at lap 10. Stage in.
Okay, we're going to run 6 laps here and throw another caution. Green flag.
Here's a lap this dude runs under his setup.
Grayson goes in the outside lane. He's the control car.
Good God, 29.3.
That would have been cold.
I ran a 29.6 and went.
And that was
Didn't have his team
with
behind him this time on the restart, Regan. It was Allgaier to his left.
Oh.
Ooh, 3 wide again off of turn 1. Cindric again. Don't. Oh, look out. Look out. We got another Rick in the back. The 92 just crashed.
Hey,
Josh Williams.
we still got that 10 lap competition.
Watch him red flag it.
Still wrecking.
Do it.
Good guy. That's a big wreck. Bigger than we thought.
Now watch the cup race. No caution.
Oh, there won't be. The only cost will be in the cup race is if there's like a tire problem or an engine failure.
Grew up in New Jersey. Bucked Up Energy, a new sponsor for him. Want to pass those sponsors along because they mean so much to these smaller race teams.
You know, we had this truck series race a little while ago here at Pocono prior to this one, and most of these
So we're 5 laps in and we haven't completed a lap. Sound familiar?
Thought maybe we'd see something a little calmer right now.
3 wide with Allgaier, Chastain, and Briscoe, and then Cindric was going to give a big push to Briscoe. Don't know what happened back there. He got turned by Daniel Hemrick, it looked like.
I don't think there was anything.
He just got loose. It looks like he got hit. Not intentionally. Yeah, you get loose when you get hit.
The car behind him.
That's why guys do it to you.
It appeared to be Daniel Hemrick in the 8. We'll take a look at another angle here. What do you see, Regan?
I think there was definitely contact from this angle. Daniel Hemrick just
No shit.
the racetrack just a little bit there. I feel like
He was probably already loose anyway.
Else got trashed out the bottom.
Yeah, the 0.8.
on that from getting the left rear.
3 wide per second off of turn 1. Oof.
Well,
What a day.
2 sides of the story on the other one, and now Regan and I are seeing something different.
Cup race won't be anything like that.
I just haven't seen a replay that I can see where Hemrick got into it.
So difficult
He's trying to
tell
justify
because
that
the
he-
angles are
Get your
odd.
commercials in now.
Drivers and
Tell you what, when this race is over and we got a break, I want to try that down. That Guitar Hero is calling my name.
Do it.
I'm like
You
a-
gonna play on the guitar?
Yeah, I'm like addicted to it now that I started playing again. I've been playing Guitar Hero World Tour the last couple of days. That one's got some good shit on it. I got to get Guitar Hero 5 because that's got a bunch of shit I love. We got like 4 Megadeth songs, Metallica, Ozzy, Black Sabbath. You know what pisses me off though? See, I thought I just sucked, right? I was playing Guitar Hero 3, and I'm like, man, I swear to God, I'm not missing a lot of the notes it says I'm missing. I play World Tour, and I'm like, even better. And I'm like, see, it's just Guitar Hero 3. I swear to God, I get fucked in that game. Because on World Tour, I do much better.
Yeah.
On songs that are just as hard.
Guitar Hero 3 was like...
I like
really
Guitar
the
Hero 3.
only one I ever played.
Yeah, I played 3. I played Rock Band. I played 5. I never got to play World Tour until the other day, coincidentally. I had Rock Band 2. When I had Rock Band on Xbox, I had so much DLC. That's what's killing me. I can't get the DLC songs because I had like whole albums of my favorite bands that they would put out. I had like Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood album. I could play every song from it, and I was like so excited. Guns N' Roses, the Chinese Democracy album, when it was new, they put it on Rock Band, the whole fucking album. And I was like, this is great! But I don't have a 360 anymore, and all my stuff is long gone. I miss those days. Then I had there was like a Kiss DLC for Rock Band that had like 4 live versions of songs from like 1975. I love that shit. And it was like, obscure, like rare Kiss, well, not really rare Kiss songs, but songs that people don't know that much beyond like hardcore Kiss fans, like Parasite, Black Diamond, I think, Deuce, and 100,000
really
Years.
know them songs?
Yeah, and those are some of the best Kiss songs. They're from the first 3 albums. Shit that they play on the Kiss Cruise. Because on the Kiss Cruise they go deep and they play a lot of like rare songs.
A dumb question, but is there anybody ever on the Kiss Cruise you see that's like, you're just like, why are you here?
Not really.
Most of them are legitimate.
Everybody, it's pretty much all diehards. I heard on the Def Leppard cruise there was a lot of people there that just wanted to go on a cruise. They didn't give a fuck who Def Leppard was, but the way Kiss did it, it was like the first Kiss cruise was like people that are members of the fan club, the Kiss Army, they get first dibs, and they pretty much sold the ship out. So it was like all diehard fans. And now there's people that go back every year, like me, who all get on the pre-sale. So it's all Kiss fans. The only non-Kiss fans will be like a guy's wife, but she's just there because like her husband wants to be there. That's about all you get. It's great. Everybody there knows their shit, and that's why they can like play different songs. Because like I've heard Paul say 1,000 times when they're on the cruise, it's like, we love coming here. We can play whatever we want, but when we go on tour, it's got to be Rock and Roll All Night, Detroit Rock City. I was made like it's got to be something generally that people know. But on the cruise, they'll dig in and pull out something they've never done before.
Kind of surprising.
Yeah, Bruce Kulick, their old lead guitar player, he's got his own band. He's on the cruise every year. He plays his stuff from when he was in the band that they don't play anymore. Because there's like, Kiss has so many albums, they can't play stuff from every album. And for some reason, his time period gets ignored. But when he plays with his band, he plays like all the shit from the 80s that they don't do anymore. It was pretty funny because last year Bruce Kulick, his band, they played a song called Watching You. That's from the original band era, but Bruce said he always loved playing that song. I watched Bruce, he plays Watching You. I guess he kissed an hour later. They played the same song, and I was like, did they not talk to each other about what they were doing? Because they both played one of the same songs.
We're going to go green at the competition caution.
It just seems like some guys are really driving hard, and other guys are tiptoeing through the corners and getting run over. That's what it seems like to me.
And now, Josh Williams side of the story.
Some guys are too aggressive, and like I said, other guys are like taking it easy, just trying to get through. Because they don't know what they've got. This is a bad track for it, I guess, because it's so hard to drive. Pocono is not easy to drive. Boy, I can't wait to get a custom setup at Pocono.
I tried it. It don't work for me. But I just don't know the track. Because you can't just take a setup and run it really fast.
It feels so much like a road course to me. You know how on a road course you'll very rarely run 2 laps back to back that are even remotely similar? That's what Pocono feels like to me. It feels similar to a road course. Oh, shut up. He won. He's fine. He won already.
I have not yet honestly seen any of the video, but from my vantage point,
Opie from Andy Griffith looking motherfucker.
So I'm sure, I was the moron for trying to get through wide and do it early, but just gotta have a little bit of give and take, man. It's just early. Doesn't take much when you're 3 wide.
Cindric wasn't giving. Yeah, he did take him 3 wide, and he was checking up to not hit him, and then he got run over.
So we're just gonna keep going, man. We had a really good positive. We won the truck race. I had high hopes for
Custom setup at Dover. Can't wait for that. Maybe Dover will actually be a lot more fun now. It's hard.
Look, going green on that, mate.
They might have moved the caution to like lap 12 or something, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe they just won't fucking have it. We're on lap 8 and we haven't completed a lap. They wouldn't need one anyway. They could go all the way through the stage. They could almost go through the first 2 stages without pitting. Will they get to turn 2? Yeah. NASCAR just called it off. No competition caution. Thank you, NASCAR. Wow. Look out. Chastain sent that thing deep. Here, dude, I told you, Cindric's the guy today. Look how hard Cindric's driving. He's up to second now. That's my pick. Noah's wiggling into the tunnel turn. Why? How did I know that Cindric was just going to do this? Yeah, you see him wiggling. He was scared to death going through turn 2. Cindric's got the lead already. My pick. I look like a genius.
Well, it is 12, guys.
The competition caution would have been pointless because literally nobody would pit anyway. Yeah. That spared us a stupid caution we don't need. God, Cindric is gone. A second and a half almost. Cindric has made some great but questionable moves so far.
The guys in the red are racing $100,000 faster.
Yeah.
And I think we know who's got that.
Nothing more frustrating as a driver to think that you've made your car in the position where you're going to have it, and then the next thing you know, you're getting passed by 4 or 5 cars. It just makes you really mad at the drivers.
90 laps. This race ain't long either. And the Cup race don't start till after 4. So we'll have time to play shit.
I guess we know why he was so aggressive.
I really don't want to work tomorrow now that you brought me all that shit. I got to text my dad and ask what time to get up. And it is a short race and it's hard to pass, so I understand. Allgaier's passing Gregson for second. No, he's not. Oh my God, that looked like me. That looked like me at Charlotte a few minutes ago. Dude, Allgaier should be in the wall right now. Fuck. He was. You could see the left side numbers from behind him as he came off of turn 1. Watch this. And give him credit. If that was Gregson would have hit him. But Allgaier saved it and didn't run over Gregson. Look at this. He should have been gone. Bam, inside wall.
That's called
race over. That's called talent. Allgaier's a very good driver. Wow. Cindric's got 3.5 second lead. I told you he's the man today. I just had a feeling. So I picked Zane Smith to win the truck race. Wrong, but I picked Cindric to win this. I'm right so far. I'm looking good. Cup race, I said Kyle Busch. Eric Almirola maybe, but I'm going Kyle Busch for the Cup race. Yeah. Boy, it really is a great thing to do both Pocono races on the same weekend and get it over with. Because it rains so much there, let's just go there and get it the fuck out of the way. Not have to worry about it. This has been the best thing to happen. This was going to happen anyway. They were going to do that before the pandemic, but all the other times we've raced at the same place twice, it works.
Cindric is gaining almost a second per lap.
Yeah, Cindric's smoking them. And everybody's on equal stuff. Gregson needs to get the fuck out of the way. Have you seen how much he's got these guys stacked up from third on back? He needs to get the fuck out of the way. Briscoe and Chastain are much faster. Gregson's just protecting into the corners and getting in the way. Now they're going to get him. So Chastain's to second. Briscoe and Myatt Snyder won't be far behind. But yeah, Gregson's just getting in the way. Woo! You see Briscoe about to slide up in front of the 21? See, the Xfinity cars are so good. They slide around. The Cup cars are just stuck.
What's the difference?
The small spoiler and the small splitter and the higher horsepower. That's the difference.
Oh, yeah,
A little bit, not by much, but a little bit. And like I said, lower downforce too. Smaller splitter, smaller spoiler. That's why. That's the difference. Yeah. 2016 and it was great, so they fucked with it and changed it around. And they had even less downforce in 2017 and 18 when we went to that 600, but there was no balance. There was too much front downforce and not enough rear downforce, so it killed the balance of the cars. These cars are balanced, and they race really well. Xfinity's been the best series in NASCAR this year. By far. You'll see good races in Cup, obviously. We've seen good races in Cup. But, like, notice at Bristol and Phoenix when Cup runs like this, because remember on the short tracks, Cup still runs like that. The racing was amazing.
And we haven't seen that since the repave here.
The only place high downforce is good is Talladega. Yeah, that's great fucking racing. That was the best Talladega race I've ever seen. But if Cup cars were like these, man, you'd love it every week. You wouldn't have to be like, where are we running this week? Oh, because Xfinity's at Pocono, and I was like, yeah, this will be good. Because it was good last year. I hope they never change the Xfinity cars. They're perfect. They used to have too much downforce in a big splitter, and it sucked. Oh, no, Harrison Burton has crashed hard off of one.
I'm going to tell you what, man, these cautions, the cars are getting destroyed.
Yeah, this is bad. We've got a lot of wrecked cars, and Harrison Burton.
Every one of them is either the front or the rear end is destroyed.
I think he did the same thing Allgaier did. He just didn't save it. Yeah, just like Allgaier. Just like Allgaier.
What they did, this is funny. They took the camera to him while he was driving. He started to spin, and they took the camera away. And I'm like, wait a minute.
They do that a lot.
Yeah. Now Chastain's up there.
He literally did the same thing Allgaier did, only he didn't save it. Yeah, look at that. The same thing. But he didn't save it. So let's give Allgaier some more credit. Grief, that's 2 Gibbs cars down. Yeah. He was still trying to stay off a net, but it wasn't even close. He's got 2 wins this year. He's fine. He won California and the first Homestead race. Dude, the 2 Homestead Xfinity races were amazing. That's like the best races I've seen all year last week. Harrison Burton and Chase Briscoe. And Junior was in the first one. Junior got top 5. And they were like the best races I've seen all year, other than Talladega. Talladega was so good. He said there was oil? I think you're making excuses. He said there was oil.
I'm going to hope that he meant to say
this has been a very, very bizarre start to this race.
Yeah. Might be. I might be reading too much into that. Just through the corners. Yeah. And they don't bother. Drivers told them, don't put it on the bottom. We run there anyway. The top is what needs it. Because a couple years ago in Kentucky, they put that shit on the bottom, and the drivers were like, what are you doing? We fucking run there anyway. And the track was like, we know what we're doing, and the racing's awful. You don't put it where they're going to run at anyway. You put it in a lane, like at Bristol now. They put it on the bottom, because at Bristol, the banking gets a little higher when you go up. They all want to run that top. Well, when that fucking traction compound gets heat in it, you can run the bottom at Bristol just like the old days. So it's smart to put it there. But these other tracks, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Like at Texas, they put it all over the fucking place. Like, dude, don't put it on the bottom. They run there anyway. And the traction compound from last year was still on the track when IndyCar raced at Texas a couple weeks ago, and the race was terrible. Because if they touched it, they spun out.
Wow.
Because the track is darker, it was more black, that attracted more heat into the track, and the track got way too slick for them to run in. So they're just like stuck on the bottom, terrified of if they get off the bottom, they're going to lose it and spin out. All because NASCAR can't build a car that's worth a shit. And NASCAR's cars are so bad it hurt the IndyCar race. NASCAR was like 900 miles away. And it's like, God damn you, NASCAR.
Way to ruin the car races. They don't even have nothing to do with
Yeah, you ruined the IndyCar race and you wasn't even in the same state. That pissed off the IndyCar purists. They're like, fucking NASCAR. Their traction compound. If we had a car that raced worth of shit, you wouldn't even know what a traction compound is. The Xfinity cars don't need it. That's there for the Cup cars. Because the first Pocono race last year didn't have it, and it was terrible. And then the second Pocono race had it, and it was actually good. And yesterday was just okay. Yesterday wasn't horrible. The fact that it was a shorter race made it better. That helps Pocono a lot. I think Pocono should be about 350 at most every year. It used to be 500, dude. I've watched my share. I have watched my share of 500-mile Pocono race, and it feels longer than the 600. I've always said the Southern 500 at Darlington and 500 miles at Pocono always felt longer than the 600 at Charlotte. But at least Darlington was always good. It still is. You know what's weird about that Cup Aero package? It shouldn't work at Darlington, the big spoiler and all that, but it does. The racing at Darlington's been way better since they switched to this. But the racing at places like Pocono has been worse. It sucks that every track we go to, we have to almost have a different fucking aero package. Because now it's like, if the track is smaller than 1 1/3 miles, you get a tiny spoiler and a bigger engine. Like more horsepower. But when we race on the big track, it's all because of that 600 we went to. That is what changed. That aero package was designed to keep the 600 from sucking. It was made specifically and tested for, remember they did it in the All-Star race before that 600 we went to. They did it specifically for Charlotte. And then the left side tire they brought to Charlotte this year made the race suck like it did before, so it's pointless. It's been rendered pointless. Yo, show Elliott Sadler when his fucking ribs got shattered. That was on the first damn lap. I was watching that day. Harvick knocked Logano out of the way. And then the whole time Logano's yelling, Harvick wouldn't even look at him. He's just talking to his crew. Mayfield intimidated the Intimidator. Show Junior winning. You bastards, you didn't show Junior winning. Junior got the Pocono sweep a couple years ago. That's not his hairline.
All 3 national series have raced at the same track on the same day. And coming up later this afternoon, it's the Cup Series for a second consecutive day. Race Up gets it going, 3:30 Eastern Time.
They just red flagged this because they don't want to end the stage under yellow. Good grief.
In the first 15 laps has led to a red flag. Time to sit and ponder what we've been seeing and leading this race right now.
Y'all still like your stage racing with your unnecessary red flags?
Everyone has a role model, someone you try to emulate that has passion for success but does it the right way with work ethic and impressive qualities. For Austin Cindric, was a man who he never met. Former Indy 500 winning car owner and his grandfather, the late Jim Truman. A gentleman racer, Jim gave back to the sport so much more than he ever took. He passed away 12 years before Austin was even born, but there's a reminder of those qualities on Austin's shelf at home that he sees every day. One of Jim's racing helmets, a priceless family heirloom.
I don't like Austin Cindric. I wish my dad was the president of one of the biggest racing teams in NASCAR so I could go play race car driver. I got to give him credit. He's good on road courses. Cindric is a beast on road courses. I predict he will win a Cup race one day, but it'll be on a road course. That's how good he is on road courses.
A lot of success in the early portion of his career.
He clearly is, and I got to tell Austin, he better hide that helmet because Matt Yoakum.
I know, right? I want to see chasing that 9 car, that paint scheme.
He's laying the groundwork, isn't he?
Noah Gragson doesn't deserve to drive a car that nice looking. God, look at all that oil.
We just saw. You better check his shelf, and I think we may have a little bit of an answer to what was going on off at turn 2 as we look right now. A significant amount of speedy drive being placed on.
Somebody's going to lose their shit going through there next time. If they're already wrecking by themselves, when that dust kicks up, somebody's going to freak out.
The problems off at turn 1. Let's hear from Ross Chastain.
He's saying there was stuff back there too.
They had it all cleaned up. We came back around with one to go, and there it was. We were sliding under.
So maybe Burton did hit oil. Because Chastain says there was something over there. And I guarantee it wasn't cleaned up because NASCAR wanted to hurry up and get the greens so they could run their stage laps without being under caution.
Over the years at Pocono, but we believe it was oil and not an animal.
And there was definitely a groundhog there. I believe it was Friday during the ARCA race they had one on the racetrack. So not completely far-fetched by Chris Race.
We had a groundhog at Michigan during practice a couple of years ago, Xfinity practice, and we had a fox at Pocono just a few years ago. You mentioned the groundhog on Friday during the ARCA race.
based on the Sahara Desert being blown through turn 1 at Pocono right now, I'm shocked that more cars didn't crash if there's that much.
Well, I thought this race would be over faster. Jeff Gluck just tweeted, "Come on."
We talked about it in break.
That's how I
It
feel.
appeared that when Justin Allgaier got loose, it was the exact
Somebody said, "Yeah, it's funny that we're all complaining right now, but when the Cup race goes green and they run single file for 100 laps, we'll all be missing this." So people enjoy the excitement while you got it. The Cup race needs this. The Cup race needs restarts.
But I think NASCAR might get enough complaints after the Xfinity
There's a lot of oil on the track. I'm curious if it's
Well, they're going to make the Cup guys look extremely more talented, which they generally are, obviously.
Somewhere else, right? Yeah, you're right. Maybe it was completely empty, and so he had nothing else to drop. Hey, I want to go to some of these young drivers that have maybe never been to Pocono before or have limited experience. The start of this race, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Good that you're getting some laps and getting acclimated with some cautions to reset, or bad that you just have no idea what to expect and now you got some mental games going on?
So I would say it's bad because you're getting some practice at restarts, which is a nice thing for Pocono because they're so unique.
So I officially believe Harrison Burton. He hit oil. Or as we say down south, oh.
Those first few laps. Well, then after we ran 5 or 6 laps, all of a sudden you saw them turn it on because their car's tightened up. So if I'm a rookie, I want to run some laps and get used to what my car's doing and kind of break that down to my crew chief.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I'd love to disagree, just to disagree, I can't.
I know you love to disagree.
I do love to disagree and have a nice debate over things, but I'm 100% on the same page as Jamie.
You are watching the Arca Menard series.
So that you can feed your crew chief what your race car's doing, and then you can reset. Maybe that lap 10 competition caution, you can reset and go from there, and they're not going to have that opportunity now.
Maybe some answers from Harrison Burton on what he was feeling out there. He's out of the care center, Matt.
He has walked out of the care center. I've heard several drivers on the radio speculating about fluid over in that section. Is that what caused your issue, Harrison?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought when I first went out. And it's
NASCAR just didn't want to throw another caution.
The way it happens,
Them stages got to end under
I feel
green.
like there's oil, but I'm always a person that likes to think about what I could have done better, and I'll have to look back and see if I just got loose.
Maybe Allgaier really is as talented as I thought, because if he hit the oil, he saved it.
And felt good and just instantly came around. So it was a weird place to come around, and that hit looked harder than
Well, if there was any oil up there, it's definitely gone now, because NASCAR dumped about 25 sandcastles worth of speedy drive.
We'll be back and hopefully win some more.
All right, thanks, Harrison. Adam?
If you didn't know better, you would swear Harrison Burton was about 35. Like, so mature, right? Like, just always gives the right answer. And if I'm Harrison Burton right now, I'm feeling a little bit better. The fact that, when you're a race car driver and you just lose it, or you spin out like that, you're like, did I do something wrong? There's some questions, especially when you're a rookie. The fact that they immediately shut the track down and had to put all this oil right now.
They think it was from the 68 car.
It makes me know that I didn't do anything wrong in that situation.
That's the first thing I thought of, is once he gets the report and confirmation that there was fluid on the track, that's going to help his mental mindset as he moves forward on to next week when we go on the road course in Indianapolis. Austin Cindric leading. Let's hear from him.
Up here.
Murphy's Law. As soon as we go to talk to Cindric,
every time
they're on the team radio.
Yep.
Hey, Austin Cindric, this is Jamie McMurray. You got a copy?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, we've just been talking about you. You look good. We saw you were in a little bit, maybe too much of a hurry there at the start, but your car's looked great here since. Tell us what you're feeling out there.
I can tell you one thing, there's no such thing as too much of a hurry when it comes to racing, unless it's worn out tires. But haven't seen a whole lot of that at Pocono. Having a lot of fun, obviously. Fast line Ford Mustang, and I intend to try and keep us here all race.
Well, it looks great. And one thing that stuck out to me is that you immediately started using the traction compound. Kind of tell us, what's that feel like? Is there more grip in that? Like, what are you feeling there?
I feel like it's definitely an option. Obviously, we've had the truck race go out there and put a bunch of miles on it. And obviously, the Cup race yesterday, we were able to see what was going on. So I picked a lot of brains last night. Obviously, you had to have a little bit of trust in it. But it's in.
Picked Austin Cindric to win, and he looks like he's going to have the dominant car, and nobody's here to witness how correct I am.
Yeah, the other
It is a
story
sad
today
day.
is strategy, and we're all trying to guess what you guys are going to do. You want to fill us in maybe on what your strategy might be for stages and when you'll make that final stop?
That's a great question. Can't wait to find out.
Well, we didn't expect you to tell, but we thought we would at least ask. Good luck today, buddy.
Well, thanks, guys. Enjoy the race.
Some drivers just don't know. I think he knows,
I do
and he's
too. I
just
totally
not
think
going
he
to
knows.
tell. And he's got some good resources, right, when it comes to getting...
Tell you what, all these cautions and everything are good for the smaller teams like the 52. They're going to be able to do the whole race today if it keeps up at this pace. God, my PS2 game collection has like doubled. Look at this big stack of games over here next to me. You know, I'm glad I got up early this morning for this, because I should sleep like a fucking baby tonight. I got my shower out of the way, so I ain't got to shower before I go to bed and get ready for work tomorrow. I'm not getting sweaty today. I'm just sitting in my room watching a race. Yeah, there was oil from Brandon Brown. He just confirmed it on Twitter. He said his oil tank blew up. Excuse me. So that's where the oil was coming from, Brandon Brown. This is a long day. These red flags are making it even longer. The end of the truck race, though, it felt like it was going to be worth it because of how awesome the last 10 or 12 laps were. So when the action picks up and the shit's on the line, it's like, yes, I'm glad I'm here. But when you're waiting around under a red flag, just sucks your energy dry. I need to check the weather for Long Pond, Pennsylvania. See how it's looking for the rest of the day. Pretty damn good, guys. I don't think it's going to rain today. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Goodness gracious.
Some contact with Daniel Hemrick. Big save here in turn one for Justin Allgaier. And then this Rookie of the Year leader, Harrison Burton, gets sideways in some oil and crashes in to the inside wall. 3 cautions, 1 red flag, and we continue to dust up turn number 1.
That all's gone now.
In the Gator truck race seen earlier today.
Well, the trucks and Xfinity are tied for 3 cautions in stage 1.
Austin Cindric is leading.
Will we get 4? Will Xfinity break the time?
Justin Haley is 9th, and the other driver going for the big payout at Pocono, Alex LeVay. He's trying to pull the upset. He is from Canada, grew up karting, and then made the transition to four-wheelers on ice. Awesome. I mean, very similar to many others that have found their way to the upper levels of stock car racing. Won the Penny Series Championship 3 years ago, and now driving for Mario Goslin.
Like Alex LeVay has any chance whatsoever at this $100,000. God bless him, though. I hope he gets it. He needs it. He needs it more than them other 3 guys do.
Of course, you know what they're doing? They're talking to yeah. Hey, Alex, it's Jamie McMurray. You got a copy?
Yeah, 4.
Hey, man, up to 12th, racing for $100,000 this week. How's it feeling in there?
It feels pretty good. Pretty happy with the car right now. We got some good speed. Just hang out with those E-car packs. So work on it, try to make it rotate a little better in the middle off, and see what we got. Pretty happy with our run so far.
Well, I was going to tell you that you have survived the carnage. There was oil on the track, and then we just ran a little highlight reel of you, and we saw that you used to race four-wheelers on ice. So we're thinking you got pretty good practice at that.
Yeah, for sure. That was a little sketchy, though. First lap, I put the 4 tires in. I won it. Got a pretty big moment, but all in all, pretty happy with the boys, with the car we brought, and hope we can make it through the top 10 here.
You know, we talked to you earlier this week, and you said that you guys had actually rented an ECR engine for this Dash for Cash, that you got some, sponsorship because of being in that. Have you noticed a difference with the new engine in the car?
Yeah, I lied if I'd say no. I mean, ECR power is pretty good. I'm pretty impressed right now. We got to be driving a little less harder to keep up, and we're right there with those big teams that we can still work on our car. So that's for now. I guess that is a minor difference. Pretty happy with the run we got so far.
All right, man. Well, good luck today.
This
Looks
red
like
flag
it's,
is stupidly
race,
long.
So keep your nose clean and enjoy it.
Thanks, man. Talk to you later.
So you're saying there's
I need that
a chance.
accent. Is what I'm saying. I need that accent.
Hey, I love on the graphic that we said his best career finish is on the Roval, 6 last fall. That's the
We are still under red flag, and there was oil. Brandon Brown just got on Twitter and said his oil tank broke. So that's where it was coming from.
$100,000 today, Regan. This is the old version of the Roval.
Well, I guess it could have been a lot
I would
worse.
certainly think right now, Adam, the way that things are
Probably
going with the
should
amount
have
of
been a
good
lot
race
worse.
cars and good drivers that we've seen
Yeah.
have trouble, anybody's got a chance
You're
at this
upset.
point, but especially Alex LeBay, and always a fun guy to talk to. You like his energy, you like the fact that he's got that cool accent, and I was really thankful that when Jamie was joking about having to speak French to him there, I didn't have that microphone in front of me because no way I was going to make that
No
happen.
chance. And I know you're just poking the bear here, Adam, because we talked about this being like a road course. And this is nothing like a road course. I don't know why everybody always wants to compare it to a road course. The only thing that makes Pocono like a road course is the pit strategy that the crew chiefs have to do. There is no road course like Pocono.
And we talked to Alex earlier this week and his team owner / crew chief, an old racer from Canada, Mario Goslin. And I said to Mario, what would $100,000 do for your race team? And I thought I was going to get some unbelievable answer back, add employees, buy some new equipment, whatever. He said, well, it would ensure that Alex will be in the car for a few more weeks.
I thought the craziest part of that interview, when we talked to him, Adam, was you asked him how many full-time employees they had, and I'm thinking he's going to say 6 or 8 because we know it's a smaller team. He said 3 employees is all they have full-time.
Mario Goslin, somebody that has worked so hard over the years. I actually used to race against Mario Goslin in the Pro Cup Series years and years ago. A great race car driver as well.
And look who's on the pit box helping call strategy. Josh Williams. He crashed out. He comes from the care center, and he goes over to tell Mario, hey, there they are. Yeah, give us a wave, fellas. Good luck as you go for the cash today. It's been a long one already for Ross Chastain. He ran the truck race and now underred in this Xfinity race. Is he staying awake?
Still awake in there, buddy?
I am, because my neighbors here keep cranking their cars up, waking me up.
You can't fix your neighbors, right?
No, you can't.
I'll tell you, as crazy as it sounds, sitting in that seat and having like your helmet on and your Hans device to hold your neck up, everyone will tell you that it's actually a pretty comfortable position.
You know, it's 1:30 on the East Coast. Jamie, you got to be on Race Hub to preview the Cup race in 2 hours. The way things are going, we're not going to make it. You're not going to make it.
We're going to lose the lot. Does Pocono have lots? No, jackoffs. Pocono does not have lots. If you are a diehard NASCAR fan, like really diehard, you know which tracks have lots and don't have lots. Well, that's why I always see the boomers that call themselves the real NASCAR fans. The place have lots. Why aren't they running tonight? It's like, no, Pocono does not have lots. Indianapolis, Dover, Talladega, they don't have lots either. Martinsville only just got lots. We think Indy, Pocono, Talladega, and Dover. Those are the only tracks I can think of that don't have lots. Well, Sonoma, Watkins Glen don't have lots either. You can't light up the Roval. Even though Charlotte has lights, it wouldn't be good enough for the Roval. Did you see how dark it is in the infield during the 600?
I was going to say, they would have to do all kind of custom to the infield to do that.
Yeah.
It'd be too much work.
Yeah. So
I'm sure if they needed to.
our hopes of the All-Star race on the Roval ain't happening unless they want to spend the money and put some little lights up there. Because I've been to Charlotte many times, and the infield is mostly pitch black during the 600, but the track's lit up. Yeah. White people, follow the law. It's that simple. The law. Hey, wear a mask. White people.
You don't tell me what to do.
That's tyranny. I heard the Nazis made people wear masks. Hey, next time I go on the cruise, can I borrow the money to buy one of Paul's guitars for like $3,000? I want that purple cracked mirror guitar.
I'm sure somebody will be on that real quick.
Hey guys, send me money so I can buy one of Paul's awesome guitars and never learn how to play it. Yeah. There are people that fucking do that to go on the cruise, and we clown them all the time. Like, me and some people I know from the cruise will be like, look at this stupid shit, and we'll post somebody's Kickstarter and go, why don't you fucking get a job like the rest of us if you want to fucking go so bad?
It ain't like you ain't got plenty of time to save for.
Dude, look, I can go and I'm not broke.
Yeah.
What's that tell you? It's not that hard. I mean, you don't have to pay it off all at once. There's payment plan. Yeah. I need a GoFundMe for my dream vacation. I saw one guy, he's just like, I want to go on my dream vacation. I'm starting to GoFundMe. And we're all just like, fuck you. You don't get a fucking dime, you lazy prick. I get out and I go work in the hot ass sun in the summertime to pay for it. You gotta talk about, give me a GoFundMe.
They are not timing this.
I know, it's weird. These fuckers won't have to pit again till like stage 3. Not even at the beginning. They could stay out at the start of stage 3 if they want. Some guys will do that, I'm sure, for the track position. Not everybody pitted. A lot of guys stayed out, but a lot of good cars did pit. Cindric stayed out.
With the elimination of that competition caution because of all of these early natural cautions, what did that do to impact how you play this thing?
Well, I think obviously with what these crew chiefs are thinking right now is let's get our adjustment. We don't know where our car's at.
Chastain, Cindric, Gannett, Mike Snyder, they stayed out. Boy, that dryer thing really doesn't have to be that long, but I'm glad it is. See how fucking long that is?
Determine right now what you're going to need for that last stage, but what we know is in the last stage.
There's a lot of shit cars in the top 10. Hey, the blue cars in 10th. BJ McLeod is 6th. Is he going to stay there?
The call that I heard most was pit at the end of each stage and then get in your window and pit in that final stage. And one guy that's going to have to manage all that, Brian Wilson, for the race leader. Let's go now to our Ford Performance Track Facts. Ford has won twice at Pocono and 4 Xfinity races there. Last year with Cole Custer a few seasons ago, as we talked earlier.
I want to kick your puppy.
Done in that 22 car. And I'd say right now you have to like their chances today. And the other thing we have to point out here, some of your strategy could be dependent on how important are stage points and playoff points, because if you pit there with
the 22's too good. Chastain's got the talent, Cindric's got the car. So you figure it out. There's 3 laps to go in stage 1 because we were red flagged for like 20 minutes. God, my time is valuable today. Yeah. What is this, iRacing? Whoa! Whoa! Look out. Now that guy's just he's just trying to get out of the way. The 13 missed a shift and about piled everybody up. Michael Annette, this ain't Daytona. What are you doing in the top 5?
Always nerve-wracking when you see that much speedy driving the track, even if it doesn't affect you. You don't want to hit it. It'd be the first one to hit it.
And it looked like they were a little more careful, everybody knowing that speedy truck was going to be there that time.
Whoa, Briscoe.
Restarts. They're able to get Justin Allgaier a huge run on the outside right there.
Allgaier up to 3rd, the best of those guys, as you talked about, Jamie, who came down pit road. Grayson on the move, back to the top 5. 2 to go in the stage, and everybody trying to get some points.
2 to go in the stage. Cindric's definitely got the dominant car. I felt like he was due.
Let's go back and see what happened to Chad Fincham on that restart.
Well, as you can see here, Chad Fincham totally fucking blew. That should have been a big wreck. Should have been. No oil on the track. Boy, the track's a lot easier to drive when there's no oil everywhere.
Last week, when he was making a pit stop at Talladega under caution and spun backwards.
There's Riley Herbst, completely devoid of any talent whatsoever. But look what car he's in. And he still struggles to run about 9th every week.
Even on these scuffed tires, Austin Cindric is just, he's in a different category when you look at the lap times. They have the best car right now. They just have to make sure that they have a strategy.
They're going to lose that track position here, maybe. We'll see.
Well, I think the good news is as fast as his car is, that allows you to a certain extent to
want to go in stage 1.
strategies as well. And
we're getting there.
His race now, whatever Brian Wilson wanted to do at the start of the day as crew chief, he's going to continue to do that now.
And you know what? You're going to win this stage here. It's certainly would appear unless something crazy.
Oh, we got a spinner off of 1.
See, the same thing they did earlier with the 20. You see him spinning and the camera goes away.
Oh, well, I told you he wasn't going to get to 100,000. Alex LeBay hit the inside wall pretty good. Harder than it looks, but yeah, he definitely hit it. Excuse me. Yeah. Cindric wins stage 1.
The screen there is the exact same spot they exited turn 2 where all these guys are having trouble today. I thought he was going to keep it out of the wall there, and that's disappointing for Alex.
Yeah, he was running 11th, which is a great run for those guys, but man, with that splitter...
Cindric, Chastain, Allgaier, Mike Snyder, Michael Annett, Chase Briscoe, Noah Gragson, Riley Herbst, just Daniel Hemrick. Did I say Daniel Hemrick? I feel like I said Daniel Hemrick.
Scoring points in that opening stage.
No oil that fucking. I think these guys are full of shit. I'm sure there was oil up there before, but come on, everybody's busting their ass off of that corner.
And I agree. That was earlier. That was something that started maybe in the middle of the corner. He was catching it at that point, perhaps, or maybe just a little too quick to the gas or something along those lines.
It's crazy to think how many wrecks we saw today.
Well, I hope the track stays like that for the Cup race. We just put oil on the track for the Cup race. They'll actually have to drive.
Like if I'm a Cup guy sitting in my motor,
slide around.
I'm wondering, does the track change? Does the, is it the
yeah, I wonder if this is getting to the Cup guys.
Why is it so much different today?
They're slower and have more grip, so I don't know.
If you go back, he swept the first 2 stages.
Chad Benson probably blew out the transmission when he fucking shit the gearbox there.
And today a lot of pressure on how you call this race. And I'm wondering
Silver wax.
we've had, and knowing the importance of track position, if you're
Cindric should stay out.
Do you consider
stay out.
hitting here, or do you have to come now that we've got
stay out?
Stage, knowing that it's going to cycle through all those guys that have already made a stop are going to get in front of you.
Stay out.
That's a great question.
He's fast enough. He's fine. Stay out.
He ain't gonna pit. Yes, you stay out here and you go ahead and just run through this next stage.
Learn from the Cup race yesterday. Stay out.
He's got a fast enough race car to still get those points in stage 2 if he has to.
If I thought I was going to be behind, I would pit now and try to make up the ground, try to make it up for the next 20 laps. So I'm in the right position.
I don't know. He could pit because he'll just catch everybody and pass them
with a stopwatch, which tells me he's planning on.
Wow, he's pitting.
Coming down pit road, and indeed,
yeah, I mean they've got a good enough car. And based on the number of guys that came with him, I guess it's good that he's pitting.
Yeah. He was a little bit more on the tight side, but you go down to the 22, Austin Cindric. His car was decent in the tunnel turn, and then especially over in turn 3 where he was tight.
Yeah, he might be.
He would much prefer to go with a much more significant adjustment this time to try to learn for a little bit later in the race. So on the next stop, just how big or how small of an adjustment to go. They were talking about a chassis adjustment on that 22. There you go, right there. Myatt Snyder did as well. His balance was decent, a little bit more on the tight side. Solid stop by those 22 pit crew guys.
They are the first off pit road. Snyder behind him. Everybody getting 4 tires here. Miller comes down, and he gains some positions. He goes fuel only. Where will Cindric restart? We'll find out when we come back on FS1.
Nobody cares who the leader is. We're
So you got to hand it to NASCAR. They denied that there was any oil on the track, and then they took 20 minutes to clean up the oil that they said wasn't there. Oh, leadership. Pocono County is under a severe thunderstorm watch. Here's the radar right now. Looks good right now. They're right there in the middle.
I hope we get a bullshit leader in the cup race before it starts.
Yeah, if it was going to rain.
The good thing is, if rain starts pushing, strategies are going to start changing.
Yeah.
That's going to make it interesting. Last second changes aren't usually a...
Why is Michael McDowell upset? That's his shot to win. Severe thunderstorm watch. I didn't catch that earlier. You hear that?
What?
This is during the truck race. We were probably talking. I didn't hear it. Kokomo.
The Gander Trucks at Kokomo.
How did I not catch that earlier? Kokomo. Is that like a racetrack in Japan? Welcome to Kokomo. He's dyslexic or something. I wish I could say I was dyslexic, but no, I'm just a fucking moron who can't speak. English is not my mother tongue. Now I want to watch Spinal Tap. I love that fucking movie. Well, we're back. Chastain's going to be the leader.
Series at Pocono, 4 cautions, a red flag.
A 20-minute red flag for something that NASCAR said wasn't there, but actually was.
Austin Cindric won that stage.
Oh,
Ross Chastain inherits the lead now because
Because he pitted under that last caution. Oh, wait, he didn't pit at all. Wow.
Hey, Ross Chastain, it's Jay McMurray.
Well, he did what I said. I said you should stay out, but Cindric's so fast it probably won't matter. So Cindric could pit.
All right, man, you're the Lone Ranger out there. You're the only car that has not pitted yet. What is this a strategy you guys had heading into the weekend, or did all those cautions at the beginning?
Oh, we found the culprit.
We're sticking to our plan here. College racing came here with a plan.
Hey, the more laps under caution, the better this works for Chastain. Cindric's the one that needs some green.
We're doing it.
Or just really good restarts.
Well, here's what I told them before the race started, that sometimes these crew chiefs have a plan, and we don't always agree with it, but you got to let it, run its course and see how it works out at the end. So hopefully it works out for you today, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. All the confidence in the world in Bruce Slicker, the Victory Next Solutions team, so we'll see.
I didn't get all that confidence in the first remark.
Now, when you're on that radio,
I don't
you
know if
know
that's a
that the
good
crew
thing.
chief can hear you, right?
Ken's talking about they're kind of scared of their strategy.
I said earlier, one option might be,
No,
and
you
I don't
didn't.
want to go over the top with
You
100
didn't
different
say it earlier.
scenarios on strategy, because we saw yesterday it can be all over the
Well, the good news is there's only going to be 15 laps when they restart. They're not going green this time.
One strategy today, it works out, especially if you get a lot of cautions early, is do this on one stop. And based on what Ross said and how scary that is, that may very well be what Bruce Slicker's thinking here.
Be interesting to see if they could pull that off.
You agree with my math on that, though, that you can make that work?
It would be very, very tight, and I guess possible, but it's going to be close based on the numbers and the way
They're
that they work
thinking
out.
that
Mike,
Ross
your guess is as
Chastain's
good about
team
as mine at this
strategy
point,
is
Adam.
doing one pit
And that's all
stop.
I'm doing.
They're putting more fucking Speedy Dry down in that groove. What the fuck? It's the perpetual oil that won't go away.
It's in the drivers as they go off into turn one yet
You want to red flag it again, you fucking morons?
I don't know what they've got going on.
This is great for Chastain, though.
Clearly,
This is really great for him.
It's of concern.
And I'm going to tell you, when you're the crew chief that has done something different than the entire rest of the field, you had a plan coming in, and all of a sudden it's like, why has no one else thought of this plan? Like, I hope it works out for him, but you start doubting yourself.
Things look really good on paper on Wednesday afternoon, right? And then you get in, and when you don't have dancing partners, so to speak,
right,
maybe it doesn't look as good. The one thing I would say here with Ross Chastain is, and this is one common theme that I heard with all of the folks I talked to about strategy, you almost, unlike Daytona Talladega, you almost want to pit by yourself if you pit under green, because once you exit, you have that optimum clean air. Maybe that's the box they're trying to put themselves in. Get off sequence with everybody, so when you return to the track, you can put down those really good lap times.
Well, and there's nothing more fun as a driver than to come back on the racetrack after a green flag pit stop and have your crew chief say, give me qualifying laps right now. You look, there's nothing in front of you. You know you can put your car where you want to. Now, he was in second for the majority of that first stage, so he had decent air, but that fully clean racetrack in front of you is awesome, and that is not a fully clean racetrack right there.
They are going to have to run to the hardware store and get more kitty litter.
Dude, they are soaking the track down with Speedy Dry.
I usually go to the pet store first.
What is this?
At the hardware store, but
where did that car come
Listen to
from?
some
He's like, damn.
As we get ready to go in the second stage. Brett Moffitt is 7th. Oh, look at this. It's always important to pick up a good spot when you go to the beach, huh? Where are your towels and chairs?
I'm just so thankful he didn't make fun of me in that tweet.
As you guys know, Pocono only has 3 turns.
These names in the top 10. Moffitt's up there, but we've seen him run really well in that 02 car for Our Motorsports, coming off a career.
They don't want to red flag it again because the Cup race is at 4. So.
Stephen Parsons in the 99 is in the top 10. Son of Fox's own Phil Parsons. And
hey, just put a big orange cone right where the wet spot is, and they can dodge that the rest of the day.
Good opportunity for these guys that we don't always talk about in the top 10 to have their race cars up there, and you can use that to compare your race car, see what you need to do to get better compared to some of these guys that we talk about every week up there, and good for them. Good runs. I know there's still a lot of racing left to go, but always good to see some fresh faces up in the top 10.
This takes me right back to the strategy call for Brian Wilson.
Strategy.
And we've mentioned the underdog drivers in the top 10, all that will be restarting on older tires in front of Austin Cindric. You want to be patient here if you're in the 22, but you've got to like their chances to get back close to the front, because remember,
why is Clay Aiken trending?
And his qualifying draw was 9th, so he had some work to do at the start of this race.
Yeah, it always seems though it's harder after everybody's had a chance to work on their car to advance like he did at the start, starting 9th, driving straight to the lead. Everybody's had a chance to work on their car. They're all going to be better. They're going to be harder to pass right now. If I'm Austin Cindric, I'm going to be careful here because we saw somebody miss a shift on that last restart, and that could end his day being back where he is right now.
Yeah, we mentioned the names that are up there that aren't typically up there. That is his biggest challenge 100% right now, is racing around guys that maybe he's not as familiar with on a race-to-race basis, and we'll see how this works out for him as they get ready to restart.
The one thing that we can count on is that we're going to see Austin Cindric fan out right here, and he's going to get a couple of them getting into turn 1.
At least a couple of them. Yeah. And the other thing we should point out,
these laps are just a ticking away.
But all these caution laps continue to open up whatever window it is they're trying to.
This is the best thing for Chastain.
You mentioned the ones
I like him better than Cindric, even though I picked Cindric to win the race.
At this point, they might be able to get stage points in both these stages like they need to, and perhaps just do that one pit stop as we start the final stage.
Was that the one to go? Are we going green now? Okay, we're going green next time. There'll be 14 laps.
No inside knowledge.
We know there's going to be another caution. This oil will just not go away.
But I think they've had to have identified
Chastain, Allgaier, Briscoe, Gregson.
And maybe they've already adapted to the idea of we probably need to do something different than what they're doing. Who knows? This was a short race.
Looking forward to seeing the choose rule at the All-Star race.
We're 20 and 20, the first and second stage.
They're doing the choose rule at the All-Star race for restarts.
Before we get stage 2 underway, that means it's only going to be a
July 15th.
And we've not accounted for the 2 cautions.
It's on a Wednesday.
Well, lap-wise, it's short, but at 55 miles per hour, it's going to take a while to run it here because you can't run enough green flag laps.
I saw something there that didn't give me a lot of confidence either. That speedy drive back down, and there was a distinct line in that speedy drive. As a driver, when you go through and you know you're coming back to green, you see that they say, run through it, help us work it in. You don't know what you're doing. You're not
yeah, y'all get up there and run through it.
You see that line that looks like it's a little bit different than the rest of it. You're like, what is still on that racetrack?
You have to get out there and scrub that shit.
Well, I've got to imagine as a driver, you were just out thinking you're
Excuse me.
at every turn right now. Here's Ross Chastain.
44 smoking. Like he's got Winston.
He made a Dick Trickle smoking cigarettes while racing joke.
Did he say Winston's?
Smoke them if you got them. Saw Guns N' Roses and Winston-Salem. It was Winston-Salem. Smoke them if you got them.
You never did that, did you, Jamie?
No, I never smoked under caution.
It's a fair question.
Never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Get the restart. Here we go in stage 2.
And the green fag is out. 14 laps in stage 2. Really is like a super speedway race on the restart till they get to turn 1. But going down the front stretch, it's just like a super speedway. Keep an eye on Cindric, see how much ground he makes up.
Oh, he's getting 4 spots.
He's already up to 8th. What's Riley Herbst doing in the top 5? He don't belong there.
Could have went with the 8 right there and pushed him by, but he wants to be on the outside right here to get the run to pass them on the outside. That outside the tunnel turn on the restart looks really good.
This is the 10 feet in the spotter for Chase Briscoe, who now jumps in front of the 8 of Daniel Hemrick. 98 is in the 6th spot.
And to your point, Jamie, that paid off for him. He was able to get that position by staying up there, and that's something unique. When me and you were driving, that would never happen through the tunnel at Pocono.
Following the progress of Austin Center, one lap run, worked his way from 11th to 8th, trying to get some more here inside of Brett Moffitt, who ran that truck race earlier today.
He just has so much confidence in the race car now, and he's got so much speed in it that he can really go where
If only he had the talent to match.
Appears to be making his job easy.
And he's been more patient on the restart than what I thought he would be. I feel like Cindric didn't get quite as aggressive. I mean, what do you guys agree or disagree?
Compared to the initial start of the race, I don't think he got as aggressive, yeah. But I do believe that's a big part of having a fast race car. You can be patient. You can pick and choose your moments. You know you're going to get back up to the front there. And as we see him working on Riley Herbst here, and Riley's doing a nice job. You got to point that out. Here's a guy that's never had an Xfinity race at this racetrack.
Here's a guy.
We know who he listens to.
He starts to come right in your face.
JD Motorsports, turns out their cars look a lot alike.
Apparently they all go to the same body shop.
Jesse Little, BJ McLeod.
That's a spotter's nightmare. Look at that. How you gonna fucking, from a distance, look at that?
Cinder's car is that it looks good in
Gee, which one am I spotting for?
It doesn't appear to be just good in one corner. He's able to look underneath these guys in all 3 corners, and it's just such a well-balanced car.
But you know, he looked faster coming off turn 3 than last.
NASCAR's like, I sincerely hope nobody else drops any oil for the rest of the race.
It goes back to what you said,
Herb's getting loose. Cindric never touched him. Just put air on the left rear. Cindric's up to 7th after restarting 12th. We got 11 to go in the stage, so he's still got plenty of time. He won't get the lead, but he'll get in the top 5. Allgaier's catching Chastain, yeah. Yep.
So if anybody's got anything for him, it's the
What the fuck am I looking at? From NASCAR Race View. The fuck was that about? They just randomly cut to a shot from Race View. Hemrick under Briscoe for 5th. Gets it. And the 8 car looks good. Paint scheme, and it looks like it's driving pretty good right now. Better than it's been all day. 10 to go. Cindric is up to 6th. He just blew by Briscoe going into turn 2. Should have watched that truck race earlier.
Yeah. Watched the 9-car earlier.
Should watch the Cup race later. There's going to be a lot of it because you have to. Block like a motherfucker. Allgaier's going to have the lead here. He's going to get it. Cindric won't get to him by the end of the stage, but Allgaier's about to get it from Chastain.
Austin Cindric is 6th. Heard him talk while we were cranking it up there about blocking on track.
Crank it up.
2 Chevys going toe-to-toe. That was the 8 of Hemrick. Racing with Haley. And Justin Allgaier not letting Chastain get away. On those older tires, they're separated by a quarter of a second with 9 to go.
No, but you said
Pocono, Indy, Kentucky, New Hampshire. You talk about a rough schedule. But the reason it's like that is because they moved a bunch of races around, and the playoffs are going to be even better than before. Because the playoffs have like Darlington and Bristol now.
Daniel Hemrick again on the inside of another car, exited turn 2. Looked like he got loose before they even got to that spot. Matt, what do you got on the 22 for us?
Cindric up to 5th. He just passed Hemrick. And everybody should pit at the end of the stage. Wow. He drove so much deeper in that corner than Haley. Haley just can't drive as deep at all. Like, he's still not driving in as deep as Cindric. Cindric's going so fast, he's rolling up on Gragson before they even got off the tunnel turn. Cindric's going for 3rd. He'll get it.
He says, turn 1's most important, and I love the tunnel turn, turn 2.
I figure that explained why I always hated Pocono, because I was terrible on all 3 of them, especially.
7 laps to go in stage 2. This better be a side-by-side.
He's chasing down Gragson for 3rd. Chastain leading.
Oh, yeah. I hate when they don't tell you and you have to wonder. There's Allgaier. Still can't get by Chastain, but he's there. How many times you watch a race at Pocono? Can't get by him, but he's there. If something happens. Yeah. Got that close to Harvick, and they just go into turn 3, and Hamlin's car just goes straight.
That's the 2 car. That's the 16 car.
God, I saw that commercial with Crafton doing a burnout, and I was like, oh shit, what happened?
Can we watch a replay?
Yep. Cindric is 3rd. Like I said, he ain't going to get Chastain or Allgaier, but he's in 3rd.
Unless they wreck each other.
Yeah.
Which would be some Cindric shit.
Where's he at? Yeah, he ain't going to get them. Not before the end of the stage.
If he does, I'd be surprised. Very surprised. How far is he back? About 4 seconds?
Not sure. He wasn't even in view, though, when they showed them coming out of 1, so that'd be pretty far. He'll probably cut it in half in the next 5 laps. That'll be it. This is the longest I've seen the sun be out at Pocono in a while.
Longest I've seen the green flag be out in a while.
Yeah. That's for damn sure.
Well, like I said a minute ago, we're about to get 150 laps of it, so.
We'll be grateful for the stage cautions and shit today. Gragson being in the way again. Good enough car to run in the top 5, just not enough talent.
5 laps to go. Stage 2 at Pocono for the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Where have I heard that before?
Today on FS1. Later on, it's the Cup cars. Coverage begins.
Oh, here comes Allgaier.
Eastern time.
He got Chastain's quarter panel off of 3. Here he comes.
Here comes Justin Allgaier.
Allgaier needs a good points day. As bad as his luck's been, he needs to worry about points now. He ain't won a race this year. Ross pulled back in front. He side drafted down the stretch, obviously.
4 seconds behind him. In third is Austin
And
Cindric.
Chastain clears him again. For now, Allgaier got a good run up off the corner. But Chastain's still clear.
On the strategy to not worry about stage points or to win the race, you're going to see guys pit in the next 1 to 2 laps before the stage is over. If you don't think you have a shot to win the race and you want to capitalize on the most stage points, then you're going to run this out and get those stage points and then pit at the stage. Then all these guys are only going to need maybe like a splash of gas in the last stage to make it to the end.
Chastain won the truck race here a year ago. One-stop strategy. That's a 60-lap race. Today it's a 90-lap race. So
Chastain to pit road. That's a good move. Stay out at the end of the stage and get the lead back.
Because NASCAR will close pit road with 2 laps remaining in stage 2. Here comes Chastain. I'm assuming here you get your 4 tires.
Justin Haley and Chase Briscoe's coming with him. So they're the only 3 doing it, it looks like.
The only one coming down, Matt.
Cindric's 3 seconds back from Allgaier in second.
Teammates, as you said, Matt, coming in, both those drivers going for the $100,000, each of them getting 4 tires. Chase Briscoe, who we think could be in the hunt late.
Excuse me.
His service here under green. And the reason you do this is because at Pocono, the lap times are so long. When you exit pit lane, you're...
How are you going to have Rock Band AC/DC and not have Riff Raff on it? I was going to say, oh, Chase Briscoe sped on pit road. Rock Band AC/DC and the song Riff Raff ain't even on it. You got ripped off, Dylan. That's a good song. Hemrick by Gregson for position. Maybe. I wish Hemrick could get loose right now. Well, he got loose, but not loose enough to take Gregson out. Damn it. Ron Sieg's going to get stage points. He's 8th. Jeremy Clements is 10th. Hot damn.
Good stage 2 as well. That RCR car, the 21, has been so good regardless of who's driving. We saw down in Miami last week.
1 to go, stage 2.
Anthony Alfredo getting it done. Maya coming to top 10 this year.
And some good notes from last year with that race car. Tyler Reddick started in the back, went to the back a couple times in that race, and still nearly won it at the very end. Such a good run from that team here. Won another one today.
Never been a good NASCAR driver in history named Alfredo. I like Anthony Alfredo.
He's done a good job when he's driving that 93 for Sig.
Yeah, balancing it out.
But because he's trying to get top 12 in points and make the playoffs, he's got to take advantage when he's driving his better equipment at 21. Really good racing here. Final lap.
Yeah, Mike Snyder's running a full season, part-time for RCR, and the rest of the races he's in a shitty car. But he's full-time all year, so he can make the playoffs. So they're like, he's really got to take advantage when he's in that RCR 21. That's the better car. Yeah, that's pretty good. Allgaier won stage 1, or stage 2. Cindric second. My God, we're right at halfway. No rain in sight. That's just because Cup race ain't happening yet. They are under a severe weather watch. Which then again, everywhere this time of year is under a watch of some kind. Boy, I miss sleeping good. I miss those days.
I think I can agree with what you
Everybody's clowning Fox about when they crank it up, cut to fucking race view or whatever.
Oh.
You're just watching the race and all of a sudden I was like, what? Somebody in the truck was like, hey man, watch this. I'm gonna fuck with these people. Watch this.
Imagine working there and just be like, man.
What? I got a screenshot of it. It just said, what? I guess we really are all just ones and zeros when it's all said and done. They're side by side under caution again. Just in case you were going to miss something.
49 to go.
Cindric's trying so hard to justify getting the 2 car next year.
In
Cup. If he keeps running like that, they'll probably give it to him. Look, his dad's the president of the fucking team, so
I think that they should dump Joey and just put him in the 22.
you know that ain't happening.
I think they should. I think Joey should go to the 32. And I think Corey LaJoy should go to the 22. And I think that Cindric should go to the 2. And Brad go to the 48.
Pocono
Or the 88.
If Cindric keeps on the track he's on, I actually wouldn't complain.
And want to go back to, I said
The improvement
that
he's shown has been pretty great.
He was speeding, and normally it would be a pass-through penalty under green,
Dude, the
but
Chargers
because
said,
the caution
fuck it.
came so quickly,
The Chargers said, fuck it, they're letting everybody in.
Start the final stage in the back, and we heard about the smoking from Tommy Joe Martins. We saw the video there.
It looks like he found another pack of Winston.
Yes, he did. Just call Chris Rice and let him know.
You guys ever see that old Winston commercial with the Flintstones telling kids it's cool to smoke? You need a Winston break.
Had that incredible save early in the race.
Boy, the 50s and 60s were wild times.
Wins the stage and now in position for a good run.
Smoke them if you got them.
Who brought out a caution prior to the end of that first stage, gets the free pass here. He's the first car, 1 lap down. Allgaier, Cindric, Gregson,
You cannot make it from here.
and Herbst all making pit stops here, Matt.
Everybody's got to pit one more time.
2 tires.
Not yet. If at all, Xfinity's different.
A little loose over the bumps in turn 2. Meanwhile, the 9 of Gregson, he says his car 2 could be a little more freer, especially on the longer run.
You're about to have a brawl, and you can only bring 2 with you. Who do you got? I'm taking New Jack and Haku because they can actually fight for real. Otherwise, I'd say Brett or the Undertaker. Brett and Undertaker because Brett can fucking put you in some holds and shit.
Chastain and Haley, they stay out.
That's Bobby Lashley, fool.
Picks up a spot.
But he can fight. So yeah, Bobby Lashley. Ken Shamrock would be a good choice. Yeah, Ken Shamrock and Bobby Lashley. But depending on what kind of fight it is, I want New Jack with me. If I could stab somebody.
Yeah, I mean, the tires aren't near as big of an issue as just having the track position. And like you said, they're going to have great tires, they're full of fuel, and they still have a really good track position, so that should work out well for you.
Let's talk to Allgaier.
Hey, Justin Albert, it's Jamie McMurray in the Fox studio. You got me?
Yeah, buddy, go ahead.
Well, we've talked about your luck and how bad it has been over the past 6 or 7 weeks. We saw you make that incredible save on lap 11.
You might stretch it and try to make it from here. You get enough cautions, you might stretch it. Them that just pitted, yeah, the guys that pitted before the stage, no.
Is this the plan that you guys had coming in?
We'll see. It's going to take a lot of cautions.
I talked before the race, and obviously we kind of looked at the way the race played out, and you know, you never really know. You kind of knew what the others are a little bit there, but Jason's made a great pit call there. Obviously, it's working out for us so far. And, we're going to have to pass some of these guys in front of us here, but we got a really, really fast Helmets, roasted garlic, turbo sauce Camaro. And I love this place. You know,
Hellman's roasted garlic sauce Camaro.
That's just an ugly paint scheme with something really gross. Look how ugly that car is. I walk into the race shop, hey man, look at the new paint scheme for this. And I'd be like, ew.
Hellman's roasted garlic sauce Camaro.
Looks like cat puke color. That's a cat puke colored race car that Allgaier's driving.
This place so much fun from a driver's standpoint too. You're kind of in the dark, waiting to know what's going on with everybody else. But gotta say a big hi to my daughter Harper. My wife has to back at home. They're not allowed to travel with us still, so nothing more than to take a victory home for them tonight.
He won the ARC race here in 2008, went on to win the championship that year.
2008.
Oh, the story of the 2008 ARCA Championship was an interesting one. Scott Speed and Ricky Stenhouse won't stop wrecking each other, and they basically give Allgaier the championship.
They made roasted garlic mayonnaise. I gotta wonder, doesn't garlic keep
evil spirits away, right? Isn't there
It's vampires, you fucking moron.
Maybe it's working out for him all around.
Isn't Dale Jr. into like mayonnaise banana sandwiches? I wonder if he does the roasted.
He's in Allgaire's leading our Xfinity fastest lap year. 165 and change.
I don't like any goddamn mayonnaise. It's all gross. Yeah.
Racetrack that Friday.
Yep.
That's what he was talking about. He said, "Don't let Dale Jr. Don't misinterpret him. Just because he's sponsored by helmet and stuff. It's like he's a dude's boy."
It's more unique things I've ever eaten in my life, and maybe that's because I'm
Fucking mayonnaise is gross. Can we stop talking about mayonnaise? Shit's nasty. Mustard and mayonnaise are fucking disgusting.
The only condiment I get on anything is chili.
And the mustard that looks like mayonnaise is the worst of all. Fucking gross.
You mean mayo must?
Yeah, Grey Poupon and shit like that. I do love the Family Guy Star Wars special when the Jawas pull up next to each other. What do you see? And one of them holds out the Grey Poupon. What do you see?
There's Alex LeBay, one of the other drivers up for the dash for cash, but unfortunately he's back on pit.
3 guys in the top 4 are going for $100 grand. Chastain's leading, Haley's second, Cindric's fourth. Cindric will have the lead before long. Actually, he restarted third. Watch out now, you don't want Cindric on your bumper coming off the corner. Block Gregson, there you go. I hate Gregson so much it makes me cheer for Cindric. Chastain's leader, going down the back. Some blocking going on. Haley was anticipating Cindric going to his inside. Oh, it's the worst. Cindric's under Haley. I'm really watching Cindric because he's clearly got the best car. He's not leading yet, but he's about to be. They are hitting 45 laps to go now. Although Justin Haley's doing an admirable job of getting in Cindric's way while Chastain and Allgaier start to drive off in that clean air. Cindric's got to get by Haley now. He can't fuck around with Haley too much because Chastain's good in that clean air. It's the equalizer.
Cindric is the money line.
There's so many decisions to make, and you have such a long straightaway that's...
Boy, that's a great camera angle. I couldn't see a fucking thing.
Nice move there by the 22 of Austin Cindric to get to that quarter panel coming off the turn 2. He's able to complete the pass in the tunnel, and now we see Chase Briscoe. Something interesting about this car. Every time we go on the outboard camera, you can hear that car bottom out through the rough tunnel turn. I've noticed that a few times today. Briscoe back to 12.
That number was fun.
Yeah.
Great opening laps for him after.
So Cindric settled into third. He's just going to have to chip away at it. They're not too far in front of him. He's within a second of Chastain. Still took a little longer to get around Haley than he should have.
The air shouldn't make that much of a difference.
Haley's dropping like a rock. He just lost 3 spots in one swoop. Well, he's going to get one back because Herb's just garbage. There you go.
This is a momentum racetrack, isn't it?
Yeah, and as we saw Riley get loose in the tunnel turn, every single time you go through there, when you hit the bump, your vision goes blurry for just a second. And when it gets clear, you hope that you're far enough away from the ball that you're not going to hit it.
You hope it's not more blurry.
Yeah, right.
Really impressed with what Chase Briscoe's doing here. We see him get a nice run through the middle of the corner. If he can hang on the quarter panel right here, Michael Annette, and not get loose, which he did not, he should be able to complete this pass. And you see how many cars are right up there in front of him. He can gain a lot of spots before whatever is the next pit stop sequence for these guys.
Yeah, and Michael Annette let him go right there when he saw that he had to run to the inside.
Battle for lead. Allgaier's under Chastain, and he's bringing Cindric with him. When they got side by side, that slowed them both down.
He let him go, got back in line, and
Allgaier's got the lead.
Allgaier for the lead in turn 3.
See if he can hold it. Cindric's under Chastain for second. 42 to go. Still a ways to go. 42 laps, a long time. Whoa, Riley Hurst.
Riley Hurst spinning.
Some damage there. That caution. I was about to say, are they gonna let that go? Caution's out. He hit the wall a bit. You can see the hood's pushed up.
I'm sure it was nobody's fault.
Knowing him, yes. Oh,
Nobody
look.
behind him.
Oh, he moved Haley. Oh, Haley took him out.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Oh, Justin Haley, you're forgiven for jumping that restart last week, brother.
Tough day for the
I'm going to
Gibbs
say
cars.
something else happened.
The 18 moved him up off the corner, and Haley said, you know what, fuck you. I'd have wrecked his ass too, that fucking loser.
Let's hope that something else happened because that seems like a pretty.
That was on purpose, my friend.
That's an arrogant.
All right, caution 6 of the day. 42 laps to go.
Justin Haley is forgiven for jumping the restart at Talladega.
Just over 40. We're close on that window. Everybody has to pit one more time. I don't know. It's got me thinking strategy here, this caution.
It's got me thinking I want to hear his in-car radio. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, he knows his car.
I just can't imagine that everybody does a pit right here, Adam. You can't risk having a green flag stop if they do stretch it at the end of this race, and we're right on the edge of that window.
I think you're going to pit right here. They can make it on fuel if they pit right now.
And
Justin Haley just trying to do the world a favor.
Obviously going to pit. And we just heard that Alex Yance, the crew chief for Justin Haley, and Justin himself have been invited to visit with NASCAR following today's race.
I was going to be like, yeah, I took his ass out. He's a fucking dipshit. Riley Hurst is a no-talent hack. Riley Hurst is a fucking hack.
A little bit, and this is the onboard with Haley here.
NASCAR's a little pissy. They don't like you hooking people on a straightaway at somewhere like Pocono because you're going so fast. But
Oh, well, he got into him right there.
he did. He touched him. Let's see. Riley Hurst is a moron who does stupid shit every week, so I'm sure Haley was like, fuck this dude. I'm sure it's one of those things where it's like, I'm tired of this guy being there. Yeah.
They're going to hold Haley for 2 laps.
They're going to hold him for 2 laps? What happened to boys have at it?
You don't see that very often.
I can't tell you the last time I've seen that, Adam.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
So NASCAR's going to get their point across on this one.
I won't say who, because I don't want to call me back here, but I
NASCAR
think
is really
Darlington
putting
did
the damn
like
law
2003 or 4 at Cup guys when they got held for a few laps there.
But don't say anything.
McMurray just mentioned the time they parked him for 2 laps for wrecking somebody.
$100,000, and you're running in the top 10 with a
And he tore his own car,
Oh, yeah.
right?
He's one of the
a lot of strategy out there, and he's admitted to us in recent weeks a little bit unsure.
I'm glad he did it, though, because fuck Riley Hurst.
Let's listen on their radio and see what they say.
See.
So you have to be the one to move somebody first. But if you retaliate, which they think that was retaliation, they hold you.
That made no reckon I was going to run up the wall. I had to put that on the gas. Turn left.
You better hope he gets a
Nah, man, Justin Haley should have been like, I'm sorry, I turned left again. I was looking for turn 4.
Timmy Fino told him, be careful, don't slide them. You can see, packing the fuel cell full. Everyone is getting fuel only here so they can make it to the finish.
The window is open. You make a pit stop and see if your car is fast.
You're gonna like what I'm about to post.
Strategy that you played out. Disappointing ending here for Justin Haley, who sits on pit road.
He was just looking for turn 4. Relax. That's a great shot. I posted that and said, come on, he was looking for turn 4. Justin Haley's my hero. But I thought boys have at it. Yes, they do frown on the whole hooking people into the outside wall. Unless you're Kyle Busch. He did it to Harvick at Darlington one time on purpose, and they didn't do nothing to him. They told Harvick to leave him alone. Can you believe that? Kyle Busch did that shit to Harvick, and then they tell Harvick, you better leave him alone. Let him get away with it. I have no problem with what Justin Haley just did because of who he did it to. Yes, I'm a hypocrite. But Riley Herbst shouldn't even be on the racetrack. Gas only stop for Justin Allgaier. It's boys have at it if we like you. NASCAR's obviously had it out for Justin Haley from day one. Remember they took that Xfinity race from him at Daytona? Where he passed somebody, but then after he passed them, he dipped below the yellow line on his left front, and they said, no, Larson wins. Even though he had already took the lead without going below the yellow line. But whatever, NASCAR. You do you.
They had their karma, though. He won his cup race.
Yeah, in the most retarded fashion ever. But
and NASCAR could not do
They couldn't do shit about it. They wanted to so bad. Kurt Busch, because NASCAR said, 1 to go, we're going green next time. Kurt's like, all right, I better pit and get the gas we need to make it. And then the lightning strike happened again.
That lightning timer.
And then more rain came after that, yeah.
I really wish the lightning clock was not a thing.
You know, it's like that time Danica and Casey Kane got together in California in a similar fashion. Although Casey Kane was on her outside, Danica shot up in front of him and wrecked herself. And NASCAR's like, we need to see Casey Kane after the race. It's like, she came up in front of him and wrecked herself. But they were acting like Casey Kane did it on purpose.
I like his statement, though. It's okay if you move somebody, but if I move you back, then it's a problem.
Yeah. Depending on who you are.
Yeah.
It depends on who you are. Don't worry. I know that.
And it ain't even like his car was that messed up.
No.
Austin Cindric's wreck was worse than that. He shoved it into somebody.
Yeah.
That's just easy.
Setting up for a restart. There'll be 38 laps to go.
Just about make it from here.
Here at Pocono.
So Allgaier stopped and took gas only.
This race
2 laps down.
He's established himself as the
He won last week, so he's got that going for him.
their final pit stop, and he's going to restart.
We're going to restart with 38 to go. It's Chastain on the outside, Gregson, Hemrick, Mike Snyder. Jeremy Clements 5th. Is that for real? Yeah, Jeremy Clements is 5th. BJ McLeod is 6th. Who the fuck is Bean? Jesse Little's 8th.
Oh, boy.
What a day.
That can't be right.
Chastain backed him up on the restart. Didn't work, though, because Gregson got a decent push from Hemrick. We'll see. What are the bets on Gregson gets loose under Chastain and takes them both out? Yeah. He's going to get loose under him and take both of them out. Notice Chastain's giving him plenty of room. Oh, look, he got loose. I fucking told you. Chastain gave him all the room in the world. He knew it was coming. Oh, whoa! That's...
Oh, Cindric.
Ooh! Cindric's in it! Dude, Mike Snyder just wrecked...
Look, Chastain's the only one left, 100,000 to win.
Gregson wrecked Snyder on purpose at Vegas. I'm not going to say that was on purpose. Oh, yeah, Gregson deserves it. He deserves for driving like a dick every week, so... He wrecked Snyder on purpose at Vegas. He wrecked Allgaier to win Bristol. Watch Snyder here. He doesn't give Gregson a fucking break at all.
He's saving as much as he can right now.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's on purpose. Yeah.
So they 2-lap hold.
Yeah.
2-lap hold.
Yeah, they're going to hold the 21. Although they were fine when Gregson did it to him.
That's a 2-lap hold. He turned it.
Gregson did that to him at Vegas. They didn't do shit to Gregson.
We're going to see what they do. They just seen that same thing happen.
Yeah.
That was a lot worse.
Yeah. But just remember, they didn't punish Gregson at all for Las Vegas.
Well, now if Chastain gets caught, Justin Haley's going to...
I hate that. God, Allgaier got it. God, Junior Motorsports is dead. That's the only bad thing that come out of that deal was that Junior Motorsports is completely fucked. Michael Annett got through. He's frustrated because that's the second time this year they've had contact. Yeah. Gregson was trying to clear himself, and Snyder probably said, this fucker wrecked me at Vegas.
Perhaps the 22's right on.
But I can tell you right now, Snyder in the 21 was like, man, fuck this dude.
7's damage, I don't think it's horrible, but it's still bad.
Cindric's screwed. Hemrick's done. Allgaier's, he's too hurt to win the race.
I think he'll be able to finish. Not like he would have.
Fuck Noah Gregson. He deserved it too. Everybody's getting what they deserve.
don't matter. You got to talk with NASCAR, right?
Oh, yeah,
I
right.
didn't really get enough out of that to figure out what he was saying there. It sounded like he said he was on Noah and they couldn't get off of him.
Yep. And we've heard there's 2 sides to the story, 3 sides to the story. We'll have to see if we hear some other ones.
Cindric out of his car, so he misses out on a chance to.
Cindric had the winning car and $100,000. Pretty much. And win it.
With a lot of problems, with the exception of Chastain, who is leading and counting his money right now, I think.
Yeah.
Jesus. What was it,
Marco
Christmas?
Polo with Marco Polo? That's what the commercial is about.
Old Marty Snyder's going to have a talk with old Mike. Marty Snyder, that's his dad. He's the reporter guy for fucking NASCAR on NBC. Yeah, you have to have a talk with his boy, even though that was justified because, you know, when Gregson wrecked Snyder at Vegas like that, even Junior got mad at Gregson and sat him down and was like, you need to stop doing that. Junior don't even like Gregson. Junior has called Gregson out on his podcast almost every week, and he said after that, he's like, I sat him down, like, you got to stop that. Money. Basically bought a ride. And Junior was like, I told him. And then at Bristol, Gregson wrecked Allgaier, his teammate, for the win. And Junior said, when that happened, I got so damn mad. And he said, but my attitude quickly turned to, all right, dude, you don't wreck your own teammate. You drive for me, you better win the fucking race. Junior's like, if he didn't win that race, ooh, it would have got ugly. But he said, luckily for Gregson, his little ass held on and won the race. Junior ain't even been happy with Gregson. Is it Christmas or something? Christmas came early. I just saw Riley Herbst get taken out, and I saw Gregson get taken out.
I still think NASCAR can't lose by a double standard.
No, you're right.
They have to hold him to the 2.
This is going to be an interesting post-race show, I can tell you that. There might be some stuff said after this one.
God, why can't the Cup race be like this?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because they physically can't do
This makes me
it.
almost just want to not watch the Cup race and watch
But I guarantee you that was absolutely payback. He can say that he was up on him all he wanted. And he was, because Gregson was just going to clear up in front of him. But the moment he tried it, Snyder, he didn't hesitate to turn him. And I know why. Because, like I said, they've got history.
It'd be nice to be handed 100.
Yeah, good for Chastain. If anybody was going to get it, I'd like it to be him.
Well, we kind of debated
I think
this,
now
right?
he's pretty well
But now
got
you
the
feel
bag.
certain these
They're not doing anything to the 21. He got away clean, just about.
Can't go quite as far because most of the drivers we see making stops here are driving Chevrolets. Chastain down was in the race lead. Mike Snyder.
We'll have to see the lineup when they...
Yeah, it's so weird they put tires on Chastain's car as well right there.
A lot of underfunded teams are going to get good finishes today because half of Gibbs Racing's knocked out. Junior Motorsports is fucked. Watch this. Watch this. No reason. No reason for that. Look at that. They got him on fucking camera doing it. And even Junior called his ass out for that. His car owner was pissed at him. Fuck you. Fist bump, we good? No, fuck you.
21's gonna go up to him after the race and do this.
Yeah, I will. Hey, man, we good? There's a fist bump I owe you. God, I hate that Hemrick and Allgaier got in that, though. They didn't deserve that. Cindric didn't either. Yeah. And poor Ryan Sieg, he's the one I feel the most sorry for. Oh, you mad, huh? Get mad, you little fuck. I don't give a shit. Did he just flip Gregson off? I'm pretty sure Snyder was flipping Gregson off the whole time they were riding next to each other under yellow. He's fine. And they didn't hold him 2 laps.
I guess maybe they
But I know they love Gregson because they didn't do shit to him after he wrecked him.
Somehow it has worked out perfectly for Chase
I would
Briscoe
like to know
in
why
a
they're
fast
not
race car
questioning
now and
that,
back in the lead.
Like, why was it a big deal when Justin Haley did
Oh, dude, Briscoe might win this race. He's in the lead right now. And Moffitt, McLeod, none of them cars in the top 10 have speed except Briscoe. Cody Vanderwall. That's the car from over here behind Bojangles. The 52's in the top 10. Are you kidding? That's the shot from behind Bojangles over here. Jimmy Means.
Damn, he's back. He's in 16th. He's back.
He has risen. So Briscoe's the only car in the top 10 with speed. Well, Snyder, but he's too far back. So I think Briscoe's going to win the race. He's fucked. That car would run good at Martinsville, though. It's about what Truex's car looked like when he won Martinsville. This race went from 0 to 100 really quick.
Big deal for a small team like Johnny Sauter, or like, Johnny Davis's team. These guys, I can't tell you what
that top 10, though, Briscoe's going to have the easiest win of his career. Look at that top 10. Briscoe, Moffitt, Jesse Little, Vargas, Snyder's 5th, Clement 6th, Chastain is in 7th, Timmy Hill 8th, Michael Annett 9th. The 52 pulled in and pitted. So the 52's not in the top 10. But damn, what a run for the 52. They're on the lead lap. At this rate, Ryan Vargas might be about to shock the world if they keep this up.
He's still in third place, the 52.
Yeah.
That seems to be what the thought process would have been for half the day to this point. And it hasn't quite worked.
Briscoe's the guy here. Briscoe's going to win this race. Briscoe's the best driver in the series besides Chastain and Allgaier. So. Chastain, Allgaier, and Briscoe are the 3 best drivers in the series. Yeah. Anything else is a bonus.
Well, he's the next closest.
Oh, yeah, LeBay's still running.
Our crew at Pocono was there so much work. 6 o'clock this morning. They won't get done.
This race is good.
9 o'clock tonight. There they are. And I'm gonna
But Briscoe's going to drive off and leave him here. There's no way that those cars can compete with him. They don't have the money. Briscoe is Stewart-Haas Racing. Can you even name the other teams until you get to Snyder? Snyder's RCR. They're good.
Being at the track every week is not getting to be around all the people that we know so well that work so hard.
It's a bad day for Junior Motorsports. We're leaning on Michael Annett. 33 to go when the restart happens. Briscoe's going to get like a 4-second lead right away. He better hope they hold up Chastain and Snyder, though. Dude, I would love if Snyder won this race after doing that. I wish Snyder would win this race. Moffitt's got a tire rub. Briscoe pulls away with the lead, not surprising. If Snyder could get clear of Clements, he'd be in good shape. Here comes Chastain. Could pay off.
Can they make it on gas?
Yeah.
Love that patriotic paint scheme for
everybody can make it now. Chastain's up to 4th. He's got Snyder and Moffitt between him and Briscoe. He better get there quick. Yeah, Briscoe's going to take off. He's already got 8/10 of a second on Moffitt. 31 to go. I guess 32. Never mind. Ignore me. God, Moffitt's going to have a flat left rear. I feel like that thing is pushed in. Hemrick has had shitty luck this year, and he was having a great race. I'm pissed for him.
They get another caution.
Yeah. He needs to restart in the first 2 rows, and he's there. He's 4th. Good for Moffitt having a top 5 with that crappy team. Moffitt's got all-world talent, but that team's very underfunded.
A lot of speed in that 8 car lately. Go back to Dale Jr. at Miami. Daniel Hemrick.
Back to blue. Yeah. Boomers be happy about that.
Unfortunately, Daniel not getting the fruit of his labor. Ryan Snyder having a good day here. Really doing a good job in second.
Moffitt's still smoking. I'm glad, if I'm Chastain or Snyder, I'm glad I got in front of him so that thing don't blow out in front of me.
Even if he says, yeah, it looks better, you still smell the rubber as it's happening in the corner.
We get a look at it here. It doesn't appear that he has any damage.
Yeah, I'm real keen to see the post race for this one.
Seems like it's only happening.
I'm a Snyder. I'm gonna be like, you good?
Fastest part of the race for these cars.
If you had told me there'd be 30 laps to go and Brett Moffitt
was running in the top 5. I'd say that team's made a lot of progress this year. If you had told me 6 to 10 would look like it does, Clements, Little, Vargas, Hill, Parsons, I would have said you've lost your
Good for Mike Snyder having a career day, though.
turned upside down. And one of
The only thing he did wrong was fuck up and take out a bunch of innocent guys.
How does the Cup race compare to the Car Center map?
Great race car, perfect strategy.
They really can't, because
This has been insane.
Yeah, it seemed like the 9 got loose on the bottom, and whether
nothing new.
21 and the 21 got to him, either way, it caused a big pile up, and we were right there, and I found a gap, and the gap was the heat car against the wall, so there wasn't a whole lot to do, unfortunately, for us.
Michael Annette in 4th, boy. Woo! Junior Motorsports ain't done yet. Yeah, my race-winning pick got crashed out. But I picked Kyle Busch for the Cup race, so I got a good one there.
You know Austin Cindric's going to run well next week, being on a road course. But I'm telling you, that's the hardest thing in the world to do, is to be in a race, get involved.
Chastain has got plenty of time to catch Briscoe, and he's good enough to do it. 29 laps is an eternity.
The little things right in our sports, come out, be positive. And I feel like, you know, when you're on his team and you see him continuing to have an optimistic attitude.
Damn, Austin Hill, 12th.
Definitely makes you want to go to the show.
With an underfunded team.
Work hard to go out and win again this week.
Like I said, a lot of crap. Hell, all the good teams are fucked. Gibbs and Junior Motorsports and Penske. BJ McLeod with a top 10 run.
Oh, he fell 11th.
Oh, he's 11th now. Well, Parsons is 10th now. I don't even know which Parsons that is. It's not Benny Parsons. Man, oh man. I'm going to sound like Benny Parsons by the end of today. Man, oh man.
Snyder's doing a great job. Ross Chastain is not able to get by him, and they've actually put just a little bit of a gap on him right here. I'm curious, you know, Briscoe pitted 4 laps before these guys. Like, is he saving gas? Is he rolling in the throttle?
Yeah, Briscoe, he'd probably make it, but he's a little close. Chastain, there's no doubt he can make it.
There are some cones on the entry to each corner up in the fence, and you can use those as
28 laps to go. Oh, it's a long time.
You want to lift. You're trying to save gas. You're going to see right here on the right, you see 3, 2, and then a 1 cone. You can use those as a reference point. If you've been lifting at the 1 cone and you
this has been a great race.
Gas, you can try lifting at the 2. He's not saving gas because it sounds like he's shifting right here. So
at least if the Cup race sucks, we could say we weren't totally bored today.
They must be good to go in the end, or they're counting on a lot of cautions because shifting clearly.
I said yesterday on my stream, they really need to make an exception for Pocono and Cup. It should be the short track package for Pocono.
I can't imagine that he is, but certainly turn 3 has worked out for him. He's doing it in turn 1 as well.
They're debating about Nashville next year. What do we run at Nashville? Because it's over 1 1/3 miles, so you almost have to run the big spoil according to their rule, but it would suck. It'd be terrible. And not running that would be them admitting that their package sucks, and they don't want to admit that. They keep saying every week, we like what we see. They sent the NASCAR Fan Council a survey. Do you like our closer racing with high horsepower and low horsepower and high downforce? Or do you like less good racing with the small spoiler and high horsepower? They worded it in such a way to get people to agree with them. And NASCAR fans on the council were posting that all over Twitter going, look at these questions. They're trying to make you say that you like the crappy one better. I'm woke to your game, NASCAR. It was ridiculous. It would be like asking, hey man, do you want to vote for the guy that rapes people, or do you like, hey, do you like the guy that rapes people but he's going to give you money, or do you like the pedophile? Well, I don't know. Chastain still ain't got by Snyder. 26 to go. Briscoe's putting a little distance on him now. Chastain might need a caution if it keeps up at this rate. They're going to catch lap traffic, though. So.
Boomers would say, is the pedophile female?
Good God, Moffitt just cleared. Who was that Moffitt just cut in front of? Clements. Man, I can't wait to see this post-race show. Although, you know, social distance, if you fight somebody, you're going to get in way more trouble than you would otherwise. So that nothing might not happen. We'll see. There's a lot of guys who have a lot of reason to be pissed today. Still the same. 25 to go. Briscoe's got a second on Mike Snyder and Chastain. Briscoe this race fell. Briscoe sped on pit road earlier, and it was the best thing that could have happened to him because he was not up there for that mess.
They said he didn't have to do his pass-through penalty or something like that.
I don't know, but he was in the back anyway.
I can't remember what that was about.
Briscoe just walked into this one.
It was like rare or something.
All of Junior Motorsports and Stuart Haas died. All of Gibbs has been wrecked, so.
One more caution with about 6 to go. I don't know, I kind of want to see the fuel mileage.
Man, after Snyder wrecking Gregson like that, I just want him to win so bad so he can rub it in his face. He ain't going to catch Briscoe, though. Chastain's got a shot, but he can't get around Snyder.
Briscoe ain't really running from him, right?
No, not far. About a second here and there. It fluctuates. Doesn't get much over a second. That time it seemed like they got closer.
That's what I'm saying.
And Snyder's getting further away from Chastain there. It's like a road course, though. He'll come back. And lap traffic, if it stays green, will be a factor.
24 laps to go. Chase Briscoe leading at Pocono. Snyder, Chastain, Annette, Brett Moffitt, your top 5.
Andres.
Look at Briscoe and
What's up? You're back again. Good grief. We got 2 races. Well, we're in the middle of 3 races. We did one this morning. We're in one right now, and we got another one coming up after 4 o'clock. It's an all-day thing.
Then you think about Greg Zipadelli on the pit box and what a dream it would be for Briscoe to win with him because, as we know, we told the
He already did. He won Homestead with him. Glad to know that Adam Alexander's paying attention every week.
He's trying something different every lap, Regan.
That was Tony's crew chief, Tony Stewart's crew chief the entire time he drove the 20. Greg Zipadelli. Chase Briscoe's leading by a second over Mike Snyder and Ross Chastain. 22 laps to go. And the next race starts after 4 o'clock. Excuse me. Damn. Throat's really scratchy.
One of the beauties about Greg being on the box is you see him shifting in there, so he is switching it up a lot. One of the beauties about Greg Zipadelli being on the box, that means that Richard Boswell is not there, and I was able to text Richard Boswell. The report on fuel is they have plenty. Now, he might be playing us like everybody else has, but that's the report right now.
He's at home. He has no reason to lie.
Oh, Briscoe's got a problem. He's got a flat. Second race in a row, the leader had a flat and spun out. Mike Snyder's got the lead. Caution's out. Dude, that's 2 races in a row. He had a flat. He had to. On the left side. Yeah. Wow. Good God. Come on, there's no way the Cup race is anywhere near as fun as these have been. God.
I don't think Chastain's going to smoke him with those fresh tires. But I think Snyder can too.
You are kidding. Yeah, Snyder was on pit road last time. Well, that's better than Eckes because Eckes backed it into the wall in the truck race. He should have. God. That's nuts. I forgot to look at that Transformers game. I went to bed last night. I didn't even think. I was just focused on going to bed. There it went. It really sucks getting a flat tire when you're in first place. Hell, yesterday, Bowman and Logano blew tires late and they didn't throw cautions for them.
I remember Bowman.
Yeah.
I was watching
Logano's looked even worse than Bowman's and they still didn't throw a caution. Wow, 2 races in a row, the leader blows a tire.
He last took tires at lap 37. When they pitted at 50, that was a fuel-only deal.
Oh.
So keep an eye on
makes sense.
the rest of the race.
So Chastain and Snyder should be in good shape here. Snyder got the lead out of all this. Well, I would kill to see Mike Snyder win now. I would kill to see him win this race. What's Grayson going to do? Go fight him in victory lane?
say that he just ran over something.
Which, I mean,
There's
look,
enough debris out
he's
there.
got a good chance of running over something, yeah, based on the corners that we've seen on the track today.
All right, trucks, we had caution lap 1. They ended up having 9 cautions. This is our 8th in Xfinity. That's a new record at Pocono, by the way. And if you go back to that truck race, Christian Eckes leading when he spins.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been so many mirroring images from what we saw earlier today in Gander trucks to now, and I have no idea, but Ross Chastain is pitting and bringing so many others with him.
They're all pitting.
Well, Snyder didn't. Snyder didn't hit.
Good for Chastain. He's
Oh, man.
maxed out on brakes on entry.
Well, I mean,
Just
I don't
got
know how
control of the
many,
balance.
you
Has
know,
gone
cars
way
that
back to the
actually
free
matter
side, so
to
he
it.
had used
I tell you, if you like underdogs, this is a race for you because all the big teams are fucked.
Also, you're not made on the 98. No crush panel damage. They're looking over the tire right now. But really dodged a bullet there.
A lot of two-tire stops, though. Maybe one or two.
Knowing he's going to be so
Bean,
far deep
go
in traffic.
Bean.
Go Bean, but Snyder stayed out.
Bean.
Is that Rowan Atkinson in the 36 car?
Ross pits there is that we know that the cars that are in the top 10 right now, we talked about, are not normally cars in the top 10.
Oh, man.
He's probably going to get by them pretty quick. He's going to be racing Mike Snyder, Mike Lynette. Might be
Destroyed.
You're right back.
Destroyed.
Ain't no way Cup race is going to be better than it. Might be better than the truck race. It ain't going to be better than this race. Jeez. Throat is so dry. I'm just wondering what the hell else is going to happen in this race. Y'all already know the entire Cup race is going to go caution-free except for the stage ends. And it's going to be miserable.
But I can say I think I've just about had my day's worth of excitement for racing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm satisfied.
I know I'm probably going to still bitch in the Cup race.
Yeah.
That's just
Especially if
gonna
if like Logano or
drag,
Harvick wins.
Because it's going to be Harvick and Busch and Logano
And Hamlin.
all up front with a 25-second lead.
15 seconds back to third yesterday.
I'm going to take this too. These people pitting right now. Look at what, like we saw earlier, Kevin Harvick thing yesterday.
We got a lot of guys up front that ain't used to being up front, so even more stupid stuff tends to happen when that's going on.
Restart's gonna be fun.
Mel Brooks is trending. He better be okay.
Oh, I wonder if the 90 stayed out. That means he'd be in front of Ross Chastain.
Okay, Mel Brooks is just trending because he turned 94 today. He's alive.
Is Betty White still alive?
Yep. Travis Kelce's trending. Why is he trending? Oh, they're just arguing about who the best tight end is, who the best wide receiver is, and who the best running back is.
Like they do every single day of the year.
Okay, QB would be Mahomes.
Some active players.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mahomes, it ain't even fucking close.
I could agree with that.
Wide receiver, Julio, and it ain't even close. Running back, I'll say McCaffrey because he carried that team last year. I got to give it to McCaffrey. Tight end, I like Kelsey better than Kittle.
I like him better, but
they're both douchebags. Don't get me
you
wrong.
got to think about the Pat Mahomes thing.
Yeah.
Race leader Chase Briscoe got into trouble bringing out our
I think it's smart.
of the day inside out. How about
Dude, whenever Batman comes out on PS5 or whenever, I'm playing it. You know that. Yeah. That Gronk's back. Yeah, dude, when the next Arkham comes out, God, I'll be playing that at midnight, the day it comes out. I'll pre-order it digitally. It's Mike Snyder, Michael Lynette, B.J. McLeod, Brett Moffitt, Ross Chastain. Ryan Sieg, he's got crash damage. He's still up here. Great restart by Snyder.
Oh boy.
You can't go wrong with anybody in that top 10.
Watch the 10 of Ross Chastain, who made a pit stop there and got tires. Briscoe restarts 11th.
Don't be too aggressive.
Snyder's got the advantage.
Wow.
He's clear. God, Chastain's gonna drive off and leave this race. Chastain's already through to second, and he's got fresher tires than Snyder. So this Snyder pop dream is about to go out the window. Chastain is a wheel man.
With a 98 all the way back up to 6.
Wow.
Ryan Sieg back inside the top 5.
18 laps to go, coming to 17.
Yeah, that team needs to have a good run. They started off the year so good, and then they had that 5 or 6 race stretch where just
And he's on fresh tires too, so stayed on the lead lap and everything. He better get there before Chastain takes off. When Chastain gets in front of Snyder, if Briscoe ain't there, it's over.
I feel like this is just like earlier with Austin.
I tell you what I saw right there is Chase Briscoe didn't attack the corner.
I like Zach Ertz, Andres. He's good. Forgot to throw him in the conversation because Kelsey and Kittle get all the attention because they never shut up. But yeah, Zach Ertz is pretty damn good. Austin Hooper's really underrated. I just wish we didn't lose him. But they really believe Hayden Hurst is going to be something, so I hope we're right. Matt Ryan and Hayden Hurst about to run this league. Moffitt's car is so slow. Sieg with a damaged car is trying to pass him.
If he holds up Ross Chastain enough to allow Briscoe to catch them, that could really be a big factor in this race.
Gregson's first car 1 lap down in 22nd, by the way. Especially because that damage is on the right rear. In the corner, that should be awful. Especially in the corner. No, I would not take Jalen Hurts. I got Matt Ryan. We ain't got to take a quarterback. I got my guy. I've had my guy. Y'all can have your Jalen Hurts.
If we were to combine the 39 and the 7,
yeah. We got Allgaier back. Hey, good for Allgaier. I thought his day was done.
He's right there where he needs to be. They're 2 laps down, and that's the 2 laps they were held on pit road for the aggressive driving earlier. So you're saying take the left rear of Allgaier, put it on the 39.
Wait, Allgaier. Oh, he's 6.
He's 6. He just passed Moffitt for 6.
Or no, I'm not thinking of Allgaier.
Driving a Martinsville car at Pocono.
I'm still thinking of the 11. I was looking at the 11 thinking of Allgaier.
Jesse Little, second-generation driver. Coming off a career best last weekend at Talladega.
Jesse Little, who has already impressed me more than his dad ever did.
Look at that. The glow in the background.
There's battle for lead. Chastain's on Snyder's bumper. 15 laps to go.
Not too much. Briscoe's in third.
Yeah, you better get this done fast.
You heard him say right there, make him overdrive it. He wants to make the 21.
It's really hard, even when you can pass, it's really hard to make a pass at Pocono without wrecking yourself or the other guy. Yeah, it's finesse, very similar to a road course. Good run off the corner for Chastain. Look at Snyder, he's already anticipating it. Trying to break the draft, but I think he hurt himself more than helping himself. Yeah, here comes Chastain. He's there now. He better get by him quick, although Snyder's got the preferred line. I like that outside. When you're side by side, I like being on the outside in turn 1. He wasn't close enough, though, to make it count. He needed to be closer and get Chastain loose. Inside's got the advantage in the tunnel turn, I think. Yep. Snyder's loose. He's sliding them old tires. Chastain still can't. Here comes Briscoe. Here comes Briscoe. He cut a whole second into that lead. Andres, have you even looked at Matt Ryan's numbers? He just told me Matt Ryan ain't good no more. Is that why he had better numbers the year after we lost the Super Bowl? He likes Philly. Biggest difference is my quarterback stays on the field. Yeah, Matt Ryan's way better than Carson Wentz. Always will be. Matt had better numbers that year we didn't make the playoffs than he did when we did and we go to the Super Bowl. So no, Matt Ryan's still great, and he always will be. Matt Ryan is the most underrated quarterback in the league. Only the smart people who pay attention give him the credit he deserves. You heard Aaron Rodgers talk about Matt Ryan? They asked him, do you feel like Matt's the underdog to you? And Aaron Rodgers was like, I don't know where y'all are getting the Matt Ryan's underdog thing from. He's like, that dude's been great his whole career. He's not an underdog. And Chastain got the lead from Snyder.
He spotted for me for 2 or 3 years.
And yes, we did make the playoffs after we lost that Super Bowl. We made it the next year. We beat the Rams. We sent the Rams, the highest scoring team in the league, to the fucking house. So yeah, we did make the playoffs the year after that Super Bowl.
Here's Briscoe for second. And Mike Snyder, if he's good in turn 1.
Yeah, we made the playoffs the year after.
Not good in turn 3, and that's where both of these passes have been made on him.
And I think this pass was equally as.
And when the team struggles, you can look at the numbers. Matt Ryan is not the problem. 3,900 yards, 39 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, but he's the problem. Actually, I have 4,900 yards. I sold him short. He almost had 5,000 yards. Single-digit interceptions. I will not tolerate Matt Ryan slander because it's just not accurate. And Briscoe's about to pass Chastain. Good God, Briscoe's fast. 2 best drivers in the series. Even after all this madness, it comes down to the 2 best drivers in the series. Well, Briscoe's motoring off the corner. 11 laps to go.
Ross is in full defense mode right now. The 98 car is a little bit better. We saw Ross watch up the racetrack.
A little bit better?
He's driving in the rearview mirror right now.
I thought that was a little bit exaggerated.
Usually racing that other Ford car, Austin Cindric.
11 to go.
I kind of wouldn't mind if they got together and the 21 went long.
Remember when people tried to start the rumor? Atlanta's going to trade up and draft a quarterback. What do we do in the draft? Not a fucking thing. We drafted a corner and a D lineman. Because that's all we need.
You know, he is one of the few guys, other than maybe Denny Hamlin, that I have heard say that they liked coming.
Matt Ryan holds every fucking franchise. Matt Ryan holds a lot of league records. Most passing yards through 10 seasons in NFL history. Matt Ryan. Most wins through 10 seasons in history. Matt Ryan. Most fourth quarter comebacks. Matt Ryan. Oh, Briscoe's going to get the lead here. 10 to go. Since Matt Ryan came into the league, nobody is better in the fourth quarter. From 2008 to now. I like Stafford. He's underrated too. Stafford gets less respect than Matt Ryan. Good God, what a battle. God, Chastain got it back. He cleared him. Oh, my Matt Ryan tangent. These dudes are tearing it up, racing for the win. Loose off at the tunnel turn. Briscoe won't do that. If he does, it's a total accident. And I don't think he's dumb enough to make that mistake. Let's see how hard he got back in the gas in the center of the corner. And watch this drive off. It's way better than Chastain's. Corner exit's where he's beating Chastain. Chastain's going to win the blocking game, though. Chastain drove it in deep. Let's see if he gets off the corner well at all. Pushing up off the corner. Not sliding, but pushing, and Briscoe got a better run off.
Pocono, and it just pushes him away just enough. That's why Ross only has to make that one block to keep him behind him.
Here it is. Run off the corner. You can't block now. He's to your quarter panel. You do get better momentum off the out. Watch him. He's going to do just well enough to stay in front of Briscoe, I think. Not enough to get in front of him and block him, though. God, he's over a second and a half behind. As hard as they're racing, side drafting each other. Oh, Chastain just gets well enough. How did Matt Ryan have a 151 passer rating in that Super Bowl, but still lose? You want to blame Matt Ryan for Devontae Freeman not being able to fucking block? Devontae Freeman blows one pass block and Jake Matthews gets caught for holding. Edelman catches the greatest fluke pass of all time. We lose. How's that Matt Ryan's fault with his 151 passer rating that day? Lose the coin toss going to overtime. Defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. If you try to blame that Super Bowl on Matt Ryan, you don't know what you're talking about. You didn't watch. Matt Ryan got 28 points on the board, no interceptions, 151 passer rating. but we lose because Edelman caught the greatest fluke pass of all time. Devontae Freeman missed one pass block, and Jake Matthews got called for holding once. That was the difference in the game. And the defense was wore out. The defense couldn't stop a nosebleed in the second half. Nothing. And we lose the coin toss in overtime. But yes, please blame Matt Ryan for that Super Bowl that Carson Wentz can't get to. Come on now. Nick Foles had to carry y'all to a Super Bowl. But I like Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz got robbed of MVP. Carson Wentz should have been MVP that year they did go to the Super Bowl. But he missed 3 games, and they gave it to Brady. Carson Wentz should have been league MVP that season. They gave it to Joe Montana after he missed games, but not Carson Wentz. Briscoe's got this race in the bag, unless he gets another flat tire. I'm not mad about losing the Super Bowl. I just hate when people blame the wrong person. You want to blame Kyle Shanahan? Yep. Dan Quinn and Kyle Shanahan. Oh, we got a caution. 6 to go after Briscoe was just starting to drive away from Chastain.
I wanted a caution with 6 to go.
Nick Foles is system quarterback. Carson Wentz is the real deal. Wentz is better than Foles, but Foles in that system, though. That was the difference.
Plus, Foles just had everything working.
And for some reason, I think Foles is a better leader. I think the locker room rallied behind him more than they would Wentz.
He had everything working.
Yeah.
They're all hard at Pocono, right?
So what's the ideal line on restarts?
Outside.
I just don't know. I can't believe what we've seen.
He'll pick it. You remember, leader picks it.
Better and better. There's more and more, and we've seen the good battles for the lead, and obviously.
God, Fincham hit the wall hard. Probably had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, it looks like maybe got the wind knocked out of him a little bit there. It's great.
I got a great YouTube video. It's called Matt Ryan Played Like an MVP in 2018, but nobody cared. Because we went 7-9 and missed the playoffs. That was when he had the 39 touchdowns, the 7 interceptions, and the 4,900 yards. But nobody cared.
Great trophy.
You realize how many games we lost because we didn't have the ball last that year because the defense was giving up like 30 points a game? Not even kidding. We gave up like 30 points a game.
You remember looking at the if you took every team that won a game or lost a game by 1 score and put their record, and
the Chargers and the Falcons.
They were like
yeah.
In 28 minutes, our coverage begins here on FS1 of the Cup race. Second day in a row.
Oh yeah, there's a race after this. This race is so intense.
It's race hub at 3:30. The race.
I almost forgot.
Mike Joy, Jeff Gordon have the call on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Can you believe?
Hey, you want to know the common denominator in the last 2 big blown leads in the Super Bowl? Actually, there's 3. The last 3 Super Bowls that were lost in the fourth quarter. Dan Quinn, Kyle Shanahan, and Dan Quinn. Kyle Shanahan. What's the common denominators there? Shanahan was in 2. Dan Quinn was in 2. What's up? Seahawks blew an 11-point lead to the Patriots. Dan Quinn. Falcons, it was a team effort between Dan Quinn and Kyle Shanahan when we saw the biggest blown lead of all time. And then this past year, the 49ers in the fourth quarter are up by 2 scores, and Kyle Shanahan blew it again.
With a team that no way in hell should have lost.
A team that was more complete than Atlanta was. Atlanta in 2016 just had a top 10 all-time offense. The defense was just okay. The 49ers were better all around, and they still fucking blew it. Might as well. Snyder was not going to win anyway.
He wins the race in that car.
Yeah, I swear. Like I said, we got 2 big common denominators in blown Super Bowl leads, and it's Dan Quinn and Kyle Shanahan. Even when we were good with Shanahan, I still didn't like him. You were probably here. I still didn't like that motherfucker. You can ask Cameron and Anthony.
No, I think it was Steve Sarkisian.
Yeah, I didn't like him either, but when Shanahan...
Yeah, but I think Steve Sarkisian was kind of blowing.
Yeah, oh, he was 10 times worse. He made Shanahan look so good.
Yeah.
But remember, that last year with Sarkisian, Matt Ryan had the 39 touchdowns with the 7 interceptions and 4,900 yards. So even Sarkisian couldn't hold Matt Ryan back. The toss sweep, that was the Sarkisian special.
use them. I mean, if you pay for
The Sarkeesian special is like 3rd and 8, but you call all 4-yard in routes.
Hand the ball off to Justin Anderson.
Tall sweep. It was always like, dude, against New England that year, not the Super Bowl, the year after. 4th and 1 from the goal line. What's he call? What would you call? Remember how good Devontae Freeman was at the time? What do you call?
4th and goal from the 1. I'm probably going to hand the ball off.
This motherfucker called empty backfield wide receiver sweep. It was a sweep to Justin Hardy with an empty backfield. You don't even, like, put Freeman back there and they probably think, oh, this is going to Freeman, right? No, he doesn't put anybody there. That was the night I knew. I'm like, Jesus Christ, we should have overpaid for Shanahan. Shanahan's an idiot, but we should have overpaid to keep him. God. Philadelphia just needs to hope that Dallas collapses again, because Dallas is better than Philly. They're just not as well coached. Y'all got a brilliant head coach. I'll tell you that. Philly's coach, Doug Peterson, he's brilliant. You just got to hope the Cowboys crumble under themselves again, because the Cowboys have a much better roster than Philadelphia.
I'm worried that the Cowboys are actually going to be good this year.
It depends.
I'm worried.
New coaching, new regime, new everything. That
team is too talented.
The Cowboys are the most talented team in that division.
They are too talented to not be good.
Yeah. And I think the Redskins are low-key under the radar much better than you think. The Giants, though, they suck.
Who do they got?
It's either going to be Haskins or Alex Smith. I would have to go Alex Smith. Huh? Oh, yeah, he's there now, too. But, God, why the fuck would you want to play him? It's going to be Alex Smith or Dwayne Haskins.
Me and the guy was talking about at work, we was talking about the possibility of Washington getting canned.
Yeah, that was a possibility. But they bowed out on that deal.
You see what Pete Carroll came out and said?
Yeah.
The race that keeps
About how
giving,
they
and
had
I
showed
did
interest
text
in
Richard Boswell back.
Kaepernick.
He's a goddamn liar.
He had given us his fuel.
He is a goddamn liar.
I was thinking, I was like, y'all have Russell. Why would you even...
They know he's a liar. They got proof he's a liar. So you brought Kaepernick in, right? You didn't run through any drills with him. You didn't work him out. You just talked to him for a few minutes and then let him go. If you were serious about maybe signing him, you'd have worked him out and had him draw shit up on the whiteboard. They didn't even do that. He didn't come in and throw a football or nothing. They didn't work him out. That was just a, hey, see, look, we're the good guys here. We gave him a chance. That's what that was.
Extra session for a second consecutive year at Pocono.
And this race is going to overtime.
Stuart Haas won this race in overtime last
He won't.
season.
Briscoe's going to take the outside.
And trying to do it again today in overtime.
He better give Chastain plenty of room in one. That's all I can say.
He'll have Ryan Sieg behind him.
It's Briscoe, Chastain, Allgaier, Sieg, Moffitt, and Clements.
Very hard, and we talk about a family-owned team right there, and a great run for those guys. He's got that win a couple years ago at Road America. Happy to see him having a good day, and Jesse Little as well. I mean, two guys.
I never understood the Eagles fans that like Foles better than Wentz. Foles had everything going right for him. Every time Wentz plays, all three starting wide receivers are out. The offensive line can't block. He gets hurt.
I don't see why people don't see it. It's just everything went right.
Look at Foles everywhere. Look at Foles everywhere else he's ever been. What's he ever done? Yeah, look at him now. What the fuck's he ever done without everything? Everything was going right for Philly.
The only person I've seen stuff go like that for is Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's the only person.
He's system quarterback too.
We'll find out.
He's good, but he's system quarterback.
Which we expected him to.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, Dylan. They gonna find that out this year. Oh, Tampa Bay going to the Super Bowl. You might win 9 or 10 games.
This is what I've been waiting on.
Yeah.
The exposure.
Yeah, we gonna find out. That Bruce Arians system ain't nothing to fuck with, though. That's hard to learn. Like I said, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Briscoe said to tell Sieg, stay back and then blast.
Bruce Arians is a better play caller than Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is more creative because he had to make do with what they got. Fucking Julian Edelman. They made Edelman look like a god in the playoffs. And I don't think Edelman's good at all. He's a system wide receiver. New England is a system, a very good system with some talent. Like I said, Brady's really good. I give Brady all the credit in the world, but it's a system. Yeah.
I think Gronk was different.
Gronk. Oh, what Carson needs to be is not on a trash team. Well, that's what Matt Ryan's needed for half of his career. We had 5 straight winning seasons to start off, and then they stopped paying offensive linemen, and everything went to shit. Welcome to my world. That's what Matt Stafford needs too. Yeah. 2 to go here. It's 10 after 3. Overtime. Told you Briscoe's taking that outside. Oh, you mean Foles? Yeah, Foles needs the right system. He needs a good supporting cast. He's system quarterback. But I like Foles. System quarterback, though. Matt Ryan's been a Pro Bowler under 3 different systems. That's pretty even, the push there to turn 1. I bet Ross drives it in deeper than he has all day. He did. He cleared Briscoe. He sailed that thing in there. But look how much it's going to come up off the corner. This ain't over yet. Chastain's got the lead. Briscoe's right on him there. Oh, my God. Bump and run. There it is. He moved him. He moved Chastain. You better get away right now. Chastain will move you back. Be prepared. What McMurray just said. He just moved Chastain out of the way. He hit him. You better get away. If you move him, you better run. I think he's got it. Chastain ain't going to get close enough to retaliate. What a move. It's clean, too. That's perfectly fine. He didn't wreck him. He just got under him and moved him. That was picture. Jeremy Clements is third. What? I got his autograph in the living room. He's trying to make it valuable. Oh, yeah, Briscoe's gone. Yeah. What a comeback. Can't believe Chastain took it on the restart there. I'd say the outside line's better on restarts, but it's not as lopsided as it is at some racetracks. Wow. Chastain didn't even get a chance to hit him back.
He got that 100,000 on him.
Yeah, he got the 100,000 there. I'm sure he'd much rather have the trophy. He would give up the 100,000 for the trophy, though. Chase Briscoe wins. I like Briscoe. He's a good dude. Briscoe is the best driver in the series. Won again.
Watching Briscoe do that really makes me want to see what would happen if Cindric would have been there.
Cindric would have just plowed through him. I've seen him do it. My Snyder Ford. Good day. Brett Moffitt and Austin Hill, top 10. Jesse Little, top 10. Yeah.
And second is Ross Chastain. 2 weeks in a row.
Bump and run.
2 weeks in a row. He wins $100,000.
They're going to be like, you happy about winning $100,000? He's going to be mad as fuck that he didn't win because he got moved out of the way. Yeah, it was a clean move. And you race others how you get raced. And I can tell you Chastain's probably done something similar to him before. Chastain does it to everybody.
Look who finished 9th.
Against the odds.
Damaged car was 6th. Moffitt, Hill, Herbst, and Little complete the top 10.
That was one hell of a race. That was the prettiest bump and run I've ever seen. That was clean. Carl Edwards on Kyle Busch at Richmond was good, but that was better. Look at this.
And it looks like Ross Chastain's a little bit loose.
Chastain got off the bottom just enough.
It looked like he might have just been really close. Ross got loose.
See, I thought Ross was still with him right there.
Turn 3.
And even if
God.
they did have a little contact, you don't have a problem with that move.
It's
that
expected right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's about as good as you can hope for at a Pocono race.
Battling hard the whole time, and man, I love seeing it when these young guys in the Xfinity when they battle like that, and certainly a good day.
But I think you race people the way you think they would race you, and we know.
I just said that. Somebody hire me. I know how Ross races. I've watched Ross's whole career. Ross has done a lot worse than that. Oh, yeah. I've seen Ross Chastain do a hell of a lot worse. And I'm one of his biggest fans.
On the pit box again. Second win for Zippy. I don't know if he's ready for Cup. But Chase Briscoe knows how to win on Sunday. He did it in Miami, and he's done it again today.
He's going to get a Cup rod. Stuart Haas. He's either getting Almirola's ride or Boyer's ride. If Kyle Larson don't get it, Tony Stewart wants Kyle Larson.
I think Kyle Larson should go to the 14.
I think Briscoe's got the advantage because of the sponsorship support, though.
And the non-racist comment.
Yes. Although I love Kyle Larson to death, that's going to hold him back, whether it's fair or not.
His home track at Indianapolis next Saturday. He does have a road course win in his pocket. First career win came a couple of years ago on the Roval at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Best race of the day. I can go ahead and call that now. We got one race to go, and this has already been way better. I got to hang around and see this post race. Fisticuffs, possible.
In 12 races. That's a pretty good average, Matt.
I don't see the Jets making the playoffs, but I'm a big Sam Darnold fan. Sam Darnold. I like Sam Darnold. Yeah, he said he thinks the Jets might make the playoffs. I'm like,
Only because the Patriots.
Darnold's in that Carson Wentz situation. Nah, the Bills are going to run that division, dude. Buffalo's got the AFC East covered. Buffalo, Miami, New England, then the Jets. I think the Jets are just a dysfunctional mess.
I was a little worried, but fortunately, a lot of the good cars got tore up, so made it a little bit easier to get back to the field. And me and Ross, it's pretty fun. He's always one of the hardest guys to race against and pass, and just really cool to get highpoint.com here in Victory Lane. This is their home track. I was at the Minnebrew's family's house last night, so it's pretty cool for them to win at their home track. I know it means a lot. And
Buffalo going to get a home playoff game for the first time in like 25 years.
They got cheated. Bicycle's got a lot of really cool partners, and we're halfway to 8. So hopefully
yeah.
We
that whole
Was there concern when Ross got by in the overtime restart?
Yeah.
a ton of concern. Ross, I felt like, if I picked the bottom, I could have maybe slid him.
I just want.
Not that anybody would have beat Kansas City anyway.
I just want one time somebody to do something like he just did, and he's getting in the middle of his interview, somebody just comes up and punches him in the mouth. He doesn't deserve to get punched in the mouth. I want to see somebody just get pissed off and come. You hear their footsteps, like when Matt Kenseth was chasing Brad. Remember Brad and Kenseth at Charlotte? Brad's walking, and you hear the footsteps of Matt Kenseth run. I was like, oh shit.
Nice job. And back to what Jamie said. You think about some of the races that have gotten away, Atlanta in particular. I mean, he could have even more, but certainly on a good pace.
This one almost got away from him.
He'll never forget because of the save and the recovery that Matt alluded to.
And I mentioned it earlier. We can't.
Weather looks good for now. It's just if something pops up.
The tire went down on the straightaway, gave him just enough time to check the speed.
If we get a rain-free race day at Pocono.
This lead was just some really good driving on his part.
Yeah, and I don't.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing wrong.
It's so hard to tell.
God, I can't even tell if he actually touched him or not. It looked like a bump and run, but I don't even think he touched him.
He pounced when he needed to.
Xfinity
Yeah.
Series start coming to Pocono.
His name's not Dale. He can't see the air. He just took the air.
And now Chase Briscoe.
I'm hanging on until the other side of the commercial because I need to know if somebody's going to punch somebody. We saw a lot of punchable offenses today.
Saw one that was really.
Chase Briscoe's ready for Cup. He's been ready. He should get there before Cindric does.
Who's gonna get the 42?
Ross Chastain. That's all but confirmed. That's like a given. He's going to get it.
He's drove some in Cup, ain't he?
Yeah.
The 15.
The fucking 15, the 77, the 6 when Ryan Newman was out. Yeah. And Ganassi already has him under contract, so he's definitely getting the 42. He deserves it.
I think they should give the 18 to Trevor Bayne.
Trevor Bayne.
Over Kyle Busch. I think Trevor Bayne's a better driver.
Dallas might suck, but if they overcome their coaching, they got that division sewn up. But it all depends on their coaching. Is Mike McCarthy really that big of an improvement over Jason Garrett, considering the mess that McCarthy made in Green Bay the last 5 years he was there? Aaron Rodgers didn't seem too enthusiastic about playing for McCarthy them last couple of years. Last time Dallas made the playoffs, year before last, they beat Seattle. They won the East and beat Seattle, but then they lost to the Rams. So it's only been less than 2 years. Yeah. God, the NFC West is so fucking crowded. Arizona's gonna have like the #1 offense in the league, but like the 30th defense and miss the playoffs again. They're gonna be in the same boat as Atlanta, top 5 offense, but like 30th defense, and they're gonna win like 8 games or something. Year before last, Dallas made the playoffs almost entirely on defense alone. This past year, they should have made it with ease. I don't know how the fuck they let the fucking ICU ward at the Philadelphia hospital beat them for the East Championship. How did McMurray get out of the booth that fast?
Strategy. Inversion. There you have it. Strategy. Inversion. We'll see it. Coverage starts at 3.
It's all over at Pocono. Chase Briscoe gets the win and the trophy, but the $100,000 goes to Ross Chastain. Here's a recap of our Dash for Cash winners.
This is the Cup Series walking out on the track after the Xfinity and truck race today.
Ross, big money, Ross Chastain, $200,000. I know you wanted the trophy. Walk us through the restart in the overtime.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, I'm not bashing the Birds. I'm just saying they had a lot of injuries. The Philadelphia practice squad beat the Cowboys for the NFC East last year. Which is just a testament to how fucked up the Dallas Cowboys really are.
In the top 2 or 3 every week, and I know how.
The Eagles are a functional organization. The Cowboys are not very functional.
It's the memories we take with us, not the money.
Thanks, Ross. I'll tell you, he's having a great year, and we said this post-Talladega.
Boy, the single guy victory lanes have been awkward.
Justin Haley wins at Talladega.
Kevin Harvick said he ain't celebrating anymore, so there's no point. Nobody's around. Okay, they're showing a replay of the Snyder-Gregson deal.
Which was a real defining moment for a number of drivers in this race.
Yeah, we see the
I'd say Daniel Hemrick would say it was his defining moment, wouldn't you? Hell, a lot of guys came out of this better off than I thought they'd be. Michael and Zeke and Allgaier ended up just fine. Trust me, when Philly was playing Dallas last year in Philly, I was cheering on Philly.
See the video for the first time. What was your take, Myatt, on the incident with the 9?
It was, I couldn't exactly tell what was happening in the moment, but I knew that I was getting a big push from behind, and I had a run coming on the 9, but I knew that we were going to funnel up real fast, so I started lifting out, but the guy behind me did, and so I was just, you can kind of see me scrolling around the whole time. I'm trying to slow down, and I just couldn't stop, so I hate that it got so many cars involved with it, but,
yeah.
It was a great day for us because, we're up front leading laps, and we had a chance to win there, so just came down to experience for me.
Mike Snyder's trying to win me over.
A few races with this RCR car, and it's got speed. I just gotta get myself a little more consistent. But kudos to the RCR guys for bringing such a fast tax-there Camaro. It was as fast as Xfinity Internet, and I had a blast today. Just gotta get a little more experience, and I think we'll be able to win some races.
When he had that flat, he pitted when the pits weren't open. He should have been put at the back, but they just let him line up in 12.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because the thing was, when that caution came out,
stage 2, and with the problems
while he
that
was
Brandon Brown had,
he
Snyder
came out,
has
and
a
then everybody
playoff
else
position as we close.
And he should still have been put at the back. Yeah, you're right. You caught that before I did.
Well, very
wow.
impressed with what Chase Briscoe
And I
did,
just thought
and
it
he
was the
spoke
way
to the
it
point
worked
of how
out,
they kept
because
getting that race car better as the race went on.
I should have been on top of that because yeah, he pitted when pit road was closed. Should have been the tail end of the longest line.
Was basically the last lap of the race. He turned almost identical to what he did a few laps prior to that, and that's a good sign for a team that's trying to.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think anybody's going to fight.
Goes on like they did. Very impressive.
So I'm getting off here for a little bit, and we'll be back after 4. It's 3:25 now, so about 10 or 15 after 4, I'll be back on. So see y'all later.
With the COVID-19